That's Sports Encyclopedia. BetUS, Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
he's. Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you.
Yeah, it's Merciless Monday on the realest show on Planet ERF. Tap in, join in, and become a member today on our other channel. You can now become a member over there because it's about to have everything from cocktail making, food creating, yacht, tripping, you name it, we got it. Both channels now will have its own real attributes. So pound that like, subscribe, become a member. This show is powered by BetUS. It is Merciless Monday on the realest show. Myself, Big Smitty. We're going to dive into all things real. It is Merciless Monday. I take no mercy. It's E-Dub, Super Bowl champ Monday. Eric Weddle. Shaun King joins us, plus Matt McChesney, as we're going to dive into all things over the weekend. Two good football games. But like Smitty says, two things can be true. Just because the games were good doesn't mean it was good football. Can't wait to dive into that with Big Smitty. But let's dive into this. Let's dive into this real quick, man. I'll bring Smitty in as fast as possible. I pride myself, just to be clear, on having a real show. And I don't intend to downgrade any one player, team, or coach on this show. However, I will tell the truth. And if you can't handle that truth, maybe, just maybe, you should go look at yourself in the mirror rather than just call me a hater. Having said that, this is the worst QB play in the NFL of my lifetime. So let me start there before I get going on this fine Merciless Monday. Now, let me take no mercy. Lamar Jackson is a great talent, no mistake about it. One of the best talents in the NFL. But he just isn't good enough at the QB position to win when it matters most. We once blamed his lack of weapons. Then we blamed wide receivers for wanting to leave him because they knew they couldn't get the stats to be paid the next big contract. We never blamed Lamar, yet have we? Today we wake up blaming Mark Andrews, not Lamar. Once again, he goes unscathed in the point game. We always blame his surroundings. The Ravens then fired Coach Roman, who I know to be one of the best offensive minds in all of football, having led 3 different teams to Super Bowls. But what do I know? Well, folks, the Ravens since have added Derrick Henry, who everybody's on here just gawking about how great he is, and the combination is going to be unbelievable, unstoppable. Well, they lost 6 football games. Everyone said it's a lock. Lamar will finally win it all because he now has a complementary weapon in the backfield. The fact is that Lamar is James Harden of the NFL. He can't lead the team when everyone else gets shut down. He can't pass the ball on time from the pocket when guys are running wide open, as they were yesterday versus the Bills. Did Lamar make plays yesterday? Sure he did. No question. That's what Lamar is. He's a 2-time MVP. Let's make no mistake about it. Everything, though, if you watch it like I do, is either a fastball or a deep shot. There is no true precision passer within this freakish athletic talent that the gods have touched. There is no precision passer within this freakish talent that you see run around and make us ooh and all game. This is what ultimately cost him year in and year out. Listen, I'm not here to bash Lamar today. I love the kid to death. I told you I got a buddy that's coached him all levels. But only one guy can win it every year, to Smitty's point. But Lamar just doesn't have the it factor to take his team over the hump to win the sport's ultimate prize, the Super Bowl. But what do I know? The people bashing Mark Andrews today kill me because nobody will mention the late ball with horrible mechanics from a guy y'all want so badly to win, yet the truth shows my eyes differently. He threw a ball like he was a running back, not a quarterback. Did you watch the mechanic? The motherfucker got out there. Like, wait till you watch it again today. But nobody wants to talk about that. I'm glad Shaun King comes on because he blasted Twitter. He's taking heat too because he's a brother who's also calling out Lamar Jackson's horrible mechanics. And let's not blame everyone on the football field. Let's not blame only the people on the field of play. Harbaugh needs some serious attention, along with Monken, on this loss. Derrick Henry was gashing Buffalo in the third quarter. And after his long run of 23 yards, he didn't touch the ball again. This is a joke. But again, this is the pressure that head coach and OCs take when you pay a quarterback $250 million. You have to prove he is the guy y'all think he is, a great quarterback, which isn't the case. These mediocre QBs are laughable, and you all just want excuse after excuse after excuse for them. Today, John Harbaugh better be talked about the same way Mike Tomlin is talked about, because last I checked, he ain't won shit since Tomlin last won shit. But what do I know? Let's dive into the show and bring my fucking great co-host, Naptown legend, Far East Sider, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, LeBron hairline having, Caitlin Clark jocking, Big Smitty.
Yeah, bring me in. Can y'all see me? Bring me in. Yeah.
Everybody on vacation?
Bring me in. What's going
Everybody
on,
on vacation?
Chat? What's going on, chat? We got Big Ruby here. We got Ill Bill. We got Texas Spur. We got Pettyford. We got Jane. I'm locked and loaded for this show. I couldn't wait for this show. I couldn't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep.
Really?
I couldn't sleep, Jason. I couldn't wait for this show. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, always. It's supposed to be 80 degrees Wednesday and Thursday here in the Southern California basin. I'll be out on the yacht. I'll be on the yacht for sure. I might cancel the show because 80 degrees in February or January just don't happen too often.
Please do cancel it. Please do
many
cancel
places. So, all right, Smitty, we got a lot going on today. You're a guy that you defend a lot. Lost again. We got a lot of videos too of you like in the studio, you and I arguing, and you guarantee fact that Lamar was going to win. And then last Friday, we were like, JB's going to come on here and eat crow, and Lamar wins it all. And it's always that from everybody, but it's never the other way where it's like 8 years in a row he's not won it. And again, we're here Monday and he didn't win it again. And that is fact. That is fact.
Right.
So I want to be clear. So maybe sometime we should stop saying fact when we know the truth of the matter is he's just not it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, listen, I know you're going to eat crow and admit you're wrong, right?
I got a lot to talk about today. Let me know when you're ready. I don't know if you're ready right now. I don't know. I ain't looking at the rundown. Me, you, and Betty got beef right now, so I didn't look at nothing. I'm just ready for whatever. I came here with weapons. I got weapons in my right pocket, weapons in my left pocket, my back pocket. I came here with everything I need to for the fight today. Whatever we need to do, I'm here. So I'm like,
I don't know why you got weapons. What kind of weapons? You don't have no weapons. You can't have weapons. I mean, you have no weapons. There's no arsenal. You have none. I mean, they lost. But anyway, let's dive into it because I can't wait. QB versus D-line. We're going to talk about all things football. Let's dive into it. Let's get into the man. You see that pylon in the front over there? We can't wait to talk about this. I hope you guys all have the same intellect and all have resumes in this chat and everybody out on Twitter. And all you guys that want to talk all this craziness about the ball was being dropped, don't let me break this play down.
Nah,
because you're all
please break it down. Please break it down. Please break it down.
Right there. Why isn't that ball out of his hand yet? Why isn't the ball? Hold on. Why isn't the ball thrown to that one marker over there? See that one marker right there? Mm-hmm. Why is the ball thrown by the defenders and not out here by the one marker? Mm-hmm. Ryan Clark. Hey, Ryan Clark, Stephen A. Why isn't the ball thrown out here? Why is the tight end butt naked turning around to catch a ball like this? Why is he not catching it like this and walking in the end zone?
I got some whys too. Jason. I got some whys too. Why that ball? No. Why that ball hit his hand right in the fucking bread basket, and you one of the best tight ends in the league, and you dropped the ball? Fuck all that. No. Forget mechanics at that point. The ball hit you in the fucking chest and the stomach. Catch the ball. We in overtime, homie. I don't want to hear none of that.
So now it's a blame game. That's what leaders do. Leaders blame everybody. So leaders blame everybody like Lamar did yesterday.
Lamar took all the blame.
Lamar Jackson goes on the podium last night with a ski mask on, like he just hit a lick. I don't get that one. But anyway, this motherfucker has a ski mask on. Homie. They're inside, homie. Stop making excuses. Is he a professional? Is he a professional or not? I'm trying to figure out. Is he a high school 7-on-7 quarterback?
What are you talking about?
Is he a quarterback in the league? Is he a quarterback in the league? You think Tom Brady would
quarterback gotta be like the white boy with the full suit and tie? I'm sorry, my fault. Oh yeah, quarterback gotta be the full suit.
No. He should dress like the brother that got $250 million. But guess what? Ignorance is life-threatening. Ignorance is life-threatening. Stay ignorant. It's life-threatening. Go ahead.
Ain't nobody tell you how to dress, homie.
Keep raising our babies to look stupid as fuck, so they're broke. Hey, keep raising them to be stupid as fuck, so they're broke in 10 years. Keep doing that, homie.
He ain't gonna be, bro. Lamar ain't stupid as fuck. Lamar great wisdom. Lamar not out partying. Don't push that narrative.
Keep doing that.
Don't push that narrative. You ain't heard
Keep raising them fucking dumbass kids, homie. Keep raising these dumbass kids. Keep doing it. All right, we'll see. Let's dive into the pay the bills real quick so Smitty can get cooking here.
I'm ready.
You're not ready. You're never ready.
I'm ready.
I gotta get you ready.
I got you rambling, saying shit that don't even make sense right now. That's how I know when I got you. That's when I know I got you. But go ahead, pay these bills. Pay the bills.
BetUS, proud sponsor by BetUS. Make sure you head on over there today. If you check Smitty's blood pressure right now, his heart's like this. I'm just saying, because I hit licks. That's what I do. I hit licks. I've hit licks before, and I'm the same. I go right outside, pass a lie detector test. Cops come out. Who did it? That motherfucker over there. Damn.
Nobody knows you, homie.
He didn't do it. JB not sweating at all. He didn't do it.
Nobody knows you, homie.
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, Smitty, last week was the greatest week of quotes and contrary to beliefs on show record. That's what they said. I don't believe it was. You think it might have been. They do. But BetUS hit me up and said they love the quotes. And I said, oh, nice. Maybe you should pay us more. So I guess Smitty will build it in one call and we can do some shows. But listen, quote of the day, use 150% bonus on BetUS today using our promo code Coach JB because we got a lot of football today. It's a natty tonight. Steve Kim's coming through, Football Palooza. As we get closer to Super Bowl Sunday, you can bet all things on BetUS. Make sure you set a parlay right now for the Super Bowl, the natty. Plus some NBA games thrown in there. You can win you a hefty chunk of cheese. So head on over to BetUS today. Smitty, you can strip me of everything I have. I'll walk away and go get it again. It's in me, not on me.
All right. I like that.
I don't think people understand. You could strip everything that's on me,
Right.
And it's fine. I'll go back and get it again, homie. Because it's in me, Smitty.
Right.
It's not on me. Not on me.
It's a part of who you are. Yeah.
That's who I am. That's the DNA. That's what's in me. You know, when I was born, they injected me with some truth serum, a little bit of Jamaican rum and whiskey. My dad did that. But is what it is. By the way, Smitty, I'll be on All the Smoke again today.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, they hit me last night because I guess the ratings probably, well, they did do pretty good because they figured out, oh, damn, let's have the non-woke white motherfucker that talks shit and maybe their ratings will go, see? Motherfuckers is realizing. So I'm going to do that for me. I'm a sacrificial lamb. I'm going to do that to blow up this show so Smitty can get out of here. That's how I do things. That's me. So,
All right.
everybody out there, all the arguing, all the banter you hear today, that's what makes a great show. So get ready, put your seatbelts on as I cook Smitty today. But Smitty will fight effort. He'll use effort and he'll use a lot of stuff and he's gonna fight back. But just stay tuned because I'm gonna cook him. Contrary to Belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over there. Use the promo code Coach JB. Smitty, men are being told what a real man is by women who had no father. Contrary to belief. I love what I hear, man. You know what a real man is? Bitch, where's your daddy? I ain't seen him in 25 years. Yeah, shut the fuck up. What you know about a real man? See, it's contrary to belief like this that gets my blood boiling and gets me on a high with my main man, Smitty, that we come to work every single day from the comfort of our lounge and his white wall background, and we get to spit truth and knowledge to everybody out there, Smitty. That's what I love about this. And I love the back and forth because no other show's like this. Most shows will not tell you the truth. Smitty's going to say the truth no matter what today. He's going to, well, I don't know about you, but he's going to fight for his truth. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Poll question, Smitty. Let's dive into this right before we get back to our banter. And everybody chime in. Smitty, if you and I had a vote today, for the MVP of the NFL, today though, meaning you just saw the last 2 weeks, you've seen the season, and you see what's about to play in the Final Four of the NFL playoffs. If we had a vote today for MVP, would you vote? Would you vote for Jayden Daniels? For Jayden Daniels.
Man, that's a tough one. I mean, it's a hell of a question. Jayden Daniels has been amazing this year, but especially in the playoffs, man. The calmness he's been playing with. I still got to look at the entirety of the season, though, and I just can't. I couldn't put him above Lamar and Josh Allen still. But I understand why you're asking the question based upon the road travel, how good, where Washington was at last year versus where they're at this year, and the big time, playoff performances he's had. They beat the Detroit Lions, who's been like other than the Chiefs, been the number one team all year long. And the guy's out there looking like a 10-year vet. He looks like no matter highs or lows, he stays even keel, and it's kind of ironic that Magic Johnson's part owner of the team, because we know what Magic Johnson did when he was a rookie. Same thing, even keel, got a championship ring with the Lakers off his rookie year. So, I love Jayden. Jayden's who obviously my brother played for the team, so I'm rooting for the Commanders, obviously, for him to get a ring. But Jayden Daniels is amazing, but I can't. I gotta take a seat back. I gotta look at the entirety of everything I've seen, and I can't put him in front of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Here's the thing: if I could vote today, though, I would, because today is the question, and he clearly has outperformed both of those quarterbacks today in the playoffs so far to date. By the way, he's beat the number one seed overall in the NFL, or in the NFC, the Detroit Lions. He last beat the team he's about to play in the Eagles. And this is a guy that no one wants to talk about besides McLaurin. And you can say Robinson's a good back, but he's no fucking Derrick Henry, Cook, or Saquon Barkley. Let's just be honest. what he's done with a franchise that no one wants to talk about was the furthest thing from the playoffs in this discussion. The furthest thing. So we got to start talking about MVPs do what they do for their franchises. This guy elevated his franchise more than any other quarterback in the NFL. Not only left in the playoffs, but any quarterback.
Right.
And I was talking to a buddy last night who coaches in the NFL, coaches running backs in the NFL. He's not in the playoffs right now, obviously. And we were discussing some funny things, and we were like, it's not even close. The best two quarterbacks in the playoffs left were Stafford and Jayden Daniels. As far as pure passer, throwing the football from the pocket in elite conditions, like Stafford was dropping BBs last night in a slippery, icy slope, and this guy did what he did against Detroit. Like I told you, he don't give a fuck. He don't know better. He don't know what's happening yet. Next year, we might be talking about him like C.J. Stroud having a little dip. But he's going to be – C.J. Stroud's going to be still great, or if not elite, and I believe he's going to be. Even if he hits a little sophomore slump next year, he'll still be that guy because the talent is there. My eyes work. I see the delivery. I see the mechanics. I see the natural throwing abilities. I see the ad-libbing, and I see the ball being thrown on time from the pocket with incredible accuracy. This is things you just can't teach. These are things that we don't see in today's NFL by far and few between. He is an anomaly. He's the number one pick. That's what we said he should have been. The Chicago Bears are kicking themselves. So are so many others. He's clearly the best in the draft. Shaun King and I said it months ago before the draft even happened. And he's clearly, shout out to my boy Ports and everybody who coached him in high school right here at Cajon. Listen, I think he's exceeded all our expectations. Let's just be honest. Nobody's going to come out here and predict the Commanders are a game away from a Super Bowl in year one with a rookie at quarterback, okay?
Right.
So that has to be said if you're going to vote today. If we can start over and say from today, which I don't mind, by the way. I think there should be criteria that puts together the regular season versus the playoff. If the regular season quarterbacks are in the playoffs that were in the discussion, they got to create and meet the criteria. So Lamar and Josh and those guys and Saquon should have been. They're already in it, and they're in the playoffs, and they're probably the top three, right? With Burrow on the outside, and I don't know. And now you got these four teams playing the playoff. I think those combined, because I'm just be real with you, either quarterback yesterday, which I kind of expected in a game like that between Buffalo and the Ravens, either one balled out and was like, damn, took his – that's the MVP. Josh Allen threw for 129 yards, had 20 yards rushing.
Josh didn't do too much, but didn't have to.
Lamar had 30 yards rushing, 2 turnovers, and then he balled in that last drive to get him down there. Yeah, get him down there and give him a shot. I just don't think either one, though, would have been – I wouldn't have gave either one of those guys MVP.
If we being real, then Saquon should be MVP. Saquon has killed it in the playoffs.
But here's the thing, no, he has, and there's no question. But I'm just saying, like,
you feel me?
Yeah, that's the Philadelphia Eagles, Smitty. At the end of the day, it's still the most loaded roster in football, and nobody's talking about the Washington fucking Commanders. Yeah. We keep dismissing the fact that this is the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Like, I get Saquon. I get what he's doing. This is the Commanders, fellas. You guys got to break this. You got to. I don't hear it enough. I really am not hearing enough that we're not talking about the Commanders being in the fucking Final Four with a rookie at quarterback, and we're kind of dismissing that this happens every year with rookie quarterbacks.
Nah, it's insane what he's doing.
Right, come on, man. And a rookie, you got a rookie quarterback, you got a brand new OC and a brand new head coach.
Yeah,
like, come on, man.
Like this isn't an anomaly. Nobody expected this at all. I think I might have picked Commanders to win just because I'm biased, obviously, but deep down, I didn't trust it because the Lions have been rolling all year, you know, and for them to go out here and be in this position, it's incredible. You know what I'm saying? And I think they got a real chance at it's gonna be tough, but they got a chance to beat Philly. Like, I believe that. I think I can see them beating Philly.
If Jalen Hurts don't throw for more than fucking 60 yards again, 2 weeks in a row, what did he do for 100? I think he hit 104 last week because he only had 69 in the fourth quarter. And what do you have last night? 60?
I gotta look, something like that. It wasn't no big time.
60 yards passing in the NFL, 60. Josh Allen, MVP candidate, had 120.
Jalen Hurts, 15 for 20, 128 total passing yards.
Last night?
Yeah, 15 for 20, 128 total passing yards. Saquon rushed for 205, just for context. So,
and then, I know Bailey's got it on the rundown. We'll dive into it, but let's dive into and back into Lamar thing real quick because we'll have Shaun King on and we'll have Matt apparently is out. We just got wind. He got lost his voice like Smitty. Smitty's birthday was Sunday, yesterday. Shout out. Birthday. So everybody in the chat, drop $20 right now to get Smitty out. It was his birthday yesterday. He turned 31, and he dropped some cringe videos, but his birthday. So
what I dropped?
Huh?
What I dropped that was cringe?
None. So you were drinking something pink, like a pink drink or something. But anyway,
strong as hell.
Don't judge a book by its cover, huh?
Exactly.
Smitty, happy 31st birthday.
Appreciate you.
Another trip around the sun.
If Mark Andrews would have caught that ball at the end, my birthday would have been perfect. Like, it was almost perfect. He catch that ball.
And I gave you money.
You did send me money. Shout out to you. Like, this was a nice mistake, homie.
I gave you layup.
Hey, JB, though, listen. I'm at the crib. You know, you and JB talking, and you and Bay talking shit in the chat. Lamar throws that dime to the end zone, touchdown. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker.
By the way, on that throw, why did he have 1,000 minutes? Like, what the fuck? No, they didn't rush nobody. I was like, Buffalo, what are you doing? They didn't. It was like fucking prevent.
Yeah, I don't know. But they did it for like that whole drive down there, like 2-3 plays in a row. I'm like, y'all don't let him sit back there. He gonna dice you up, which he did. Those are touchdown unlikely. I'm like, all right, 2-point conversion, sprint out. Andrews wide open. You're right. The ball was slightly behind him a little bit, but like, come on, bro. Like, no bullshit. Me and you been a part of the game. You got to catch that. Like, ain't no. I hear you. But come on now. Like, you know Andrews.
You do have to catch it. Here's the thing. These two have
momentum. The thing about the Ravens didn't really get stopped in that second half for real. Like, really, look at the stats. Ravens they beat them in total yards, passing yards, rushing yards, yards per play, first down. But what shot them in the ass was turnovers. Turnovers lost the game. Obviously, it was 2 on Lamar in the first half. The pick was on him. I don't know what he was doing with that.
I'll say something even. I'll even go further though. This team led the NFL in fucking what?
Penalties.
What they do yesterday? We got to start talking about before we get into the Lamar thing.
All year long.
You got to start talking about the leadership. And I love Harbaugh. I love the family. I love what they do. I think they're great coaches and all this old shit. But Mike Tomlin takes entirely too much heat on this show from you in the chat and everybody listening and watching over a guy that I never hear his name mentioned because he has, by the way, last time I checked, a 2-time MVP at quarterback.
Right.
So wait up. We got a guy at Mike Tomlin who's playing icky shuffle with quarterbacks since Big Ben left. We got a guy that has a consistent $250 million MVP, but he takes no heat at all whatsoever. And the last time I checked, he ain't won since Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl. 08, 09, those two won it back to back, right? So they're the furthest thing from a Super Bowl, but we keep bashing one and not the other. And by the way, I'm white, defending the brother on this one. So all you race baiters out there that don't have a fucking clue that want to still keep talking shit.
Real quick, the Ravens won in 2012, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay, 2012. And what? The other one's 09?
I believe so. 08. Steelers won 08, Ravens won 2012.
So 08 and 12. So bottom line, one's been almost 20 years. The other one's been almost 13 or 15. So listen, man, I'm not gonna I just want to make sure we're clear on all this shit. Like, we got to be clear. The penalties are a head coach's responsibility to nip in the butt. I don't give a fuck what level you're at. I don't care where you play at. If your team is highly penalized week in and week out, you're probably not going to win it all, A. And B, it's your responsibility to fix it. But we just look right past it because we have a guy named Lamar Jackson that the media will love to come out and defend today. And we'll discuss all this shit, but we won't mention the fact that he's a 2-time MVP, maybe going to get a third on a team that keeps failing when it matters most. And I'm addressing the leadership in this case today. And the leadership has allowed a team to have an absorbent amount of penalties, lead the league. Again, yesterday, you can talk about the turnovers from Lamar and Andrew's fumble, but we're not mentioning the penalties and the fact that your leader, Harbaugh, I'm talking to Harbaugh, your leader is Lamar Jackson. As the leader of the entire thing, your team is highly penalized. And then your leader on the football field just threw under the bus his teammates. That is going to be discussed today by me at least, but it won't be on mainstream media because we know everybody will defend Lamar. I've never seen a quarterback lose a game and throw his team under the bus as fast as I did yesterday by that. Nobody wants to talk about it, and we can argue and defend it all y'all want. The fact of the matter is I was very disappointed in a kid I think is a great kid in Lamar Jackson. To throw Mark Andrews under the bus that quickly, I've never seen nothing like it, dog. I really haven't.
Can I hear it?
And nobody's going to talk about it today.
Can we play it? Or do we have now?
The turnovers, me not holding the safety, me just knowing the coverage, me knowing it was man, threw a BS interception. It was 7-7 at the time. I believe they scored after that. Battle back, fumble, snap, trying to make something happen. Couldn't throw it. It was like a RPO play, so I couldn't really throw the ball to likely, the offensive line was down the field. So I was trying to make something happen. Tried to squeeze the ball, it slipped out my hand. Von Miller picked it up, got some yards. I think that led to points for them. So it's a team effort out there. He been busting his behind, he making plays happen out there on that field for us. Came up short. And like I've been saying all season, every time we're in situations like this, turnovers play a factor. Penalties play a factor. Tonight, it's the turnovers. We can't have that, And that's why we lost the game, because as you can see, we're moving the ball wonderfully. It's hold on to the ball. I'm sorry for my language, but this annoying. I'm tired of
So here, let me
is there another part of the interview? Because I'm confused. Only thing I heard was me. He said, I threw the pick. I tried to make something. I dropped the ball. I didn't hear anything specific about anybody else.
You don't listen then.
Yeah, I'm not.
See,
I did not hear him throwing nobody under the bus at all. I disagree with you. That's why I was waiting to play the video. Like maybe JB, it was another interview that I heard. I literally heard me. Literally, he said me.
You know why, Smitty? Because you want to hear what you want to hear, homie. That's the problem. That's the problem.
You do too.
No, I'm gonna show you what he said. Yeah. And while he talks it, see, I look outside the box because I played the position and I understand when you say slick shit, because I'm from the real hood. When you say slick shit, when you say slick shit, homie, you get caught. Slick shit gets caught in the hood. By the way, I hear slick shit. So all you in the chat who are so fast to defend Lamar, I want to be clear. We talk about some key points. At the very end of the discussion, he said, "Hold on to the fucking ball." Right? He was talking to Mark Andrews.
That's about himself. I'm squeezing the ball.
Let's be clear. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was talking about the pick and everything. All right. Let's rewind it though. Let's rewind it. I want to play it. I want to play it, and I'll pause it, Bailey. Let's play it from the beginning. I'm going to point out a few things he said.
First half, I had 2 costly turnovers. Me not holding the safety, me just knowing the coverage, me knowing it was man, threw a BS interception.
Timeout. Here we go. I threw a BS interception. Okay, so guess what? BS interception is clearing my name from doing any wrongdoing, because that's not a leader. I threw a BS interception. Like, hold up, homie. You defenders are. You have your chance. You defenders of Lamar are so strong that what I say is going to come out as hate, But no, it's fact. Because I threw a BS interception. Nah. So he's saying that it was BS and it didn't matter. It had no effect. So that's what he's saying. He's saying dismiss it. Dismiss it. It was a BS interception. It ain't no big deal. Hold on. We're going to go through the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
Real quick. This is a language barrier, I think. I know you're from the hood, but you've been away from it. This is a language barrier. I swear to God, that's what he means. He's
using that bullshit, homie.
No. When he said BS,
homie.
He's not saying BS the way that you think. He's saying bullshit on me. Like I threw a bad pitch.
I know, Smitty. I get what the fuck he's saying, homie.
Why,
I know.
Why are you flipping it and lying and saying that he's not saying
I'm not flipping it. What I'm saying is he's saying it as BS, like it's not a big deal. I get it. I threw a BS interception. Meaning, I threw a bullshit interception on me. Plus, it was a BS interception overall. I'm telling y'all, homie. I know what he's saying. You gotta break down my dialect, homie. I get what the fuck he's saying. He's clearing himself. He's clearing himself for the very end when he says, "Hold on to the fucking ball. We gotta stop dropping the ball." Come on, homie.
It was 7-7 at the time. I believe they scored after that. Battle back, fumble. Snap, trying to make something happen, you know.
Trying to make something happen, so it's not on me again. I tried to make something happen for my team. I fumbled. It is what it is. Y'all kill me, homie. Like, y'all think, because he said, I tried to make something happen, it clears him of wrongdoing. That's what the problem is, homie. Y'all defend this motherfucker so strongly that that's the crazy part. Y'all reaching.
He's reaching, chat.
I can listen. See, I'm listening, Max Hess. I'm listening to everyone. Y'all are just hearing him because Mark Andrews dropped the ball, which is the end result that y'all last saw. See, that's the problem. You're not listening. I do. I listen. But let's keep going.
Something, homie.
Couldn't throw. It was like a RPO play, so I couldn't really throw the ball to likely, the offensive line was down the field. So I was trying to make something happen. Tried to squeeze the ball. Slipped.
I squeezed the ball, slipped out my hand.
I mean, hold on, though. Okay, let's say I'm reaching.
You are. Ain't no say you are.
All right. So how many fucking excuses you gonna let me hear by your quarterback and leader, homie? How many motherfucking excuses this motherfucker got?
Breaking down what happened, homie.
I'm reaching, okay? I'm reaching. How many motherfucking excuses do I got to listen to by this motherfucker, though? Like, let's keep it funky. Did you hear Matthew Stafford last night after they lost making about a million fucking excuses?
No, I didn't hear his interview. Because we're not looking for nothing from Stafford. We're not trying to get nothing from Stafford.
Let's be real.
We leave Stafford alone. Who didn't play good either, who lost the game too for his team. We'll get to that a little later.
When do you hear a leader that makes $250 making this many fucking excuses every year? I mean, this is 8 years. This is 8 years. And by the way, you said on Friday, and you said the last week, by the way, you've been talking all this shit about on Monday when you come on here and Lamar's in the Super Bowl. What are you going to say, JB? I said, well, what the half is going to say Monday when he's not in the Super Bowl and he's fucking losing again like he did 8 years in a row? What are you going to say about that, homie? That's the crazy part. We don't want to talk about that, though. We're going to just defend him all day, right?
Go ahead. No, we're not going to defend him all day. But this right here, you reach. Right? This. I'm not talking the turnovers, the first half. Give him all that. Give him that. He's a quarterback. I got to take those bullets. This right here, homie. Sorry, he's not speaking as perfectly in quarterback you like you like to hear. This motherfucker is taking all the blame. He's saying
he can be speaking phonics out there.
Lamar don't speak the same way that everybody speaks, and you know what I'm talking about.
Let's talk about like it's speaking. I mean, like the motherfucker. I know what he's saying. He can be hood as fuck out there. We already know he has a hood dialect with his voice. He's from Florida. Okay, that's fine. He can still, I know what he can say and not say, though. You can be as fucking hood as you want, homie. I understand it, though. Motherfucker, you
act like it then. That's why I'm pissed off, because I know you know. That's why I know you trying to be funny, because I know you know. Like, you trying to be funny.
Smitty, let me be real. You and I, let's say we're around our homies in the hood and we're talking. A lot of folks want to understand what we're saying. We out there, boom, 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 boom. What we say, though, at the end result of what we say and what we mean still matters, right?
Yeah.
You know everything I said. He's saying the same shit. We understand what he's saying, homie, but I hear what he's saying at the end of the day. At the end of the day, he's deflecting, pointing fingers, and trying to say it's not me. Bullshit. I hear what I hear, homie. I listen what the fuck he's saying. It doesn't matter what dialect. He could be talking in fucking Cantonese. I could give a fuck less what his language is. I know what the fuck he's saying, though, and what he's meaning. I don't want to hear all that other shit. I mean, it is what it is. But go ahead. You're not going to defend this, but you're going to defend – you're not going to defend the outcome, but you're going to defend this. That's what's crazy. Go ahead.
At the end of the day, man, Lamar Jackson about to win his 3rd MVP. They fell short last night. First half, I got to put on Lamar as the leader. Obviously, the 2 turnovers are literally – it's the obvious. Sometimes it is the obvious. Sometimes it's not some deep conspiracy. There's not nothing bigger than what it is. Sometimes just watch the game. The difference in this game was turnovers and penalties. That was the difference. Even with all that being said, these guys were still had a chance to tie the game and go to overtime at the end of the game, even with all that. That showed you how talented and how great this Ravens team was this year. To JB's point, Derrick Henry finally got going in the 3rd quarter. They went away from him. I don't know why that was happened. That's a coach's decision. I don't know if it was a timing thing and they wanted to try to maximize time. We have to ask him. I have no idea why they did that.
2 years in a row. Last year they put it on him. Last year he didn't have Derrick Henry, but he still had backs. Right. They put it on him last year at the end of the game, and he threw all those incomplete passes and all that shit down the stretch. Yeah. I said, why are they stop running the football? That was Monken's first year.
Right.
As a play caller.
Yep.
Did the same thing yesterday.
Now to the coach's defense, I mean, ultimately they still were driving down the field though. The offense wasn't really an issue though. It just, if you really look at how the game went, like to Lamar's point, it's not like they were just in the second half specifically. It's not like they were just struggling to get down the field. Like, they were getting down the field. Just either a penalty or a costly turnover would happen. Again, not trying to put the whole game on Mark Andrews, but just think about that drive that he fumbled. They're rolling. They have the momentum. They're going down the field. It's looking like at bare minimum they'll probably leave with a field goal. Just us knowing football, seeing the momentum, seeing how the game was rolling, and they fumble. Boom. It's like, damn, okay. All right, boom. They get the ball back, drive right back down the field. Like they were not getting stopped in the second half. The only time they got stopped is when they were careless with the ball or they stopped themselves. The Ravens, I think, won the second half. What was it? Was it 15 to I gotta look at the score. I think like 15-6, 15. They outscored the Bills second half. I don't know what the exact score was, but I know they outscored the Bills in the second half. Like it was a tale of 2 halves. But at the end of the day, you can't have those costly penalties, and it happens every year. And a lot of times, it is on Lamar, as the quarterback and the leader of the team. I'm not sitting there trying to 100% defend Lamar. You the leader. I thought he played like a C+ game, B- at best, but probably like a C+ level game. The MVP, you can't do that.
I know you're not counting the fumble Mark Andrews had though at the fucking 40-yard line as points. I hope. That's what ESPN does, homie. We're not ESPN. This is what motherfuckers do when they're gonna fucking talk about Mark Andrews guaranteed points. He fumbled the ball at the 40 fucking yard line, homie. What guarantee do you have that they're gonna score when he fumbles that?
You're right.
Stop
you're right. Ain't no guarantee. You're right.
Homie. We keep making excuses for Lamar Jackson every which way. We want to make excuses already in the whole chat. We want to fire Monken already.
No, I didn't.
I know you didn't say it, but I'm just telling you, this is the narrative that's going to be pushed all day long today. Like, fire Monken. You just fired Roman. Lamar's had the most success he's ever had under the last 2 OCs, Roman and Monken. And you want to fire him. You want to fire him already. That's going to be the narrative today, Smitty, and it's sad. I'm not here to bash Lamar, homie. I really not. I'm here to just tell the truth about the fact that
Lamar didn't play that bad though on some bullshit, like on some serious shit. Like in the biggest moment of the second half, he showed up. Like I'm just being real, and we always talk about prime time moments. Like he went on an 88-yard drive at the end of the game for a touchdown and had a 2-point conversion right there. I get mechanics. You're the quarterback. I'll lean on you on that. I understand all that. Whatever. It looked funny. At the end of the day, the ball was right here. So all I'm saying is I hear you 1,000%. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be on here and like super defend Lamar, but like I think you're being 88 yards.
I think you're being honest. You know football enough to know that was he looked like a running back throwing it. Like he's not comfortable. Like this motherfucker, Matthew Stafford's out there. No, regular throw, right? Little flick of the wrist, normal looking throw. Lamar gets tight, like his mechanics go out the window, to Shaun King's point all the time when he talks about making layup for Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, all these guys not being able to make a layup. He can't make layups when it counts most. And we're not going to.
Let me ask you this. On that play, you're blaming it on Lamar?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
What I'm saying is,
but I agree with you. Like, if the mechanics were better, you're saying the throw would have been even better, and it would have been.
It would have been here. It would have been at the front pylon. He walks in the end zone, and this is a normal ball.
Assuming he catches it.
Let's remember. Okay, as much as we want to talk about the drop, let's talk, and we're going to give Lamar every excuse in the book that it was in the snow and he was a wet ball and blah 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 blah. For all that, let's defend the receiver. In the snow, that's 6'6". Last time I checked, this tight end 6'6", guys. So when we're coaching the QB, guess what? Do I want my 6'6" guy to do this?
No.
Or do I want my 6'6" guy to do this?
Yeah.
Number one, we won't want to talk about that today because all you chat gurus in here understand how the ball's supposed to be placed. Number two, I'm a tight end at 6'6", 275, and I'm running this way. My inertia and momentum's going this way to make a catch to walk in the end zone. Not turn around, face my ass to the coverage so I don't know what's behind me, and now I don't know where I'm at. I lose total focus. The ball should have been thrown right now. It's a second and a half late, number one. Number two, if we're going to critique the tight end for dropping it, we have to critique the quarterback for throwing a bad ball. Yes, Andrews dropped it, to your point. I'm not blaming Lamar, but to me, this is when real talk has to happen. I wish major platforms would discuss it and say, it's both of their faults, dog. Because at the end of the day, it's a team and they lost.
That's the real answer right there. That's the no, like, no, not me being funny. That's the overall real answer right there.
It is, Smitty, and we all played it. We know this is a team effort. Like, the whole thing afterwards, I know Lamar's a great kid, so I know he doesn't have no malintent out there against Andrews or himself or whoever. But at the end of the day, like, I never heard him say it's on me. I never heard him say, hey, John, this is on me. It's my loss. I threw a pick. I had a fumble. I should have got rid of the football earlier on that led to points both times. And I got to say, it's on me. I never heard him say that, homie. That's what we don't want to listen to. We want to listen to a bunch of deflect, a bunch of pointing fingers, whether you believe he was talking about himself or others. The bottom line is I never heard him say it's on me. If you want to play that back as much as you want, go ahead. I never heard it. Maybe I'm tripping. He never said it's on me.
That's just where me and you going to disagree, and that's totally fine.
But I'm saying, though, if you've ever looked at the history of quarterbacks that have lost that end up winning it all, they're clearly on the podium like, it's on me, man. I got to be better. I threw this pick. I got to be better with that ball placement. I got to be better with the turnover, not fumbling the football. Like, I'm just being real. You can say it's cliche
I
all
just
you
think
want.
he said it differently. I mean, literally, the first three lines was me through the big, me fumble, me. Like, he literally said me three times super fast in like the first 10 seconds. But
he didn't say it. But he didn't say it. He's just saying it because it's obvious, because obviously he had the football in his hand.
So he's saying it, though. He's admitting it. Like, he's like,
I'm saying, like, come on, man. That's like, I don't know. That's just it. That's what I got from it. But I know we got a lot to discuss, man. There's another quarterback that's going to continue to go unscathed today, and he got doubled up by his counterpart, C.J. Stroud, and the Texans offense. Doubled them up and didn't turn the football over one time. The Houston Texans didn't turn the football over one time and doubled up the Chiefs in offense. Please don't come on this show today, people, and tell me that Mahomes is the GOAT or even in the conversation. I'm tired of hearing it. And I agree with your employee counterpart, Smitty, Paul Pierce, when he said he has to win 3 in a row to even be in the consideration. I agree with Paul 1,000%. Let him know that today, because I'm just telling you, I agree 1,000%. Keyshawn disagreed. I agree, because you do. Because you lost to Brady, which I continue to say on this show every year, you lost to a 41-year-old Brady, and you lost to him in an AFC title game before that. You never beat Brady, the GOAT.
Right.
Never. How are you going to be the GOAT?
Right.
I don't know why that just gets dismissed. Because on ESPN and these big-time platforms, they dismiss all that because we live in the now. What have you done for me lately type of situation? And we see Mahomes win the last two, and we see Tom Brady retire, and his girl getting ran through and all this other old shit. We use all these other things. We use all these other things to say, oh, Tom Brady's out the league now. This guy's the new heir apparent. But the fact of the matter is he barely threw for his first 300-yard Super Bowl last year. He's been to 4 and never hit 200 yards. And that's the GOAT. And if we don't talk about their defense being the absolute top 3 in Super Bowl era, in the Super Bowl era, they've had the top 3 defense in the Super Bowl playing era of any quarterback that's won a Super Bowl. The Chiefs defense is clearly the reason why they're winning these games and why they're an anomaly this year. Unbelievable on defense, pretty mediocre on offense, and have one loss. It's an anomaly, dog. I'm just going to keep it real. And listen, these motherfuckers might win the whole thing again, and we're going to sit here talking about he's a three-peat. They just did a three-peat. It's the most mediocre year we've ever seen.
It is.
But guess what?
But Mahomes, like say we won about his numbers, he makes the right play at the right time. It's moments in football. It's not always about, he threw 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. No. That's not always realistic. It's moments. It's when did you score? When did you have a long drive, a long possession? When did you – that's why I said – that's why we're talking about the Ravens game. I'm like, it's moments. It's like, okay, you might have did something bad in the first quarter, second quarter. We're not giving you a pass for that. But we know fourth quarter, crunch time, 2 minutes left, got to happen situations. The Chiefs always seem to just make it happen when they have to make it happen. And to your point, the defense always keeps them in the game, even when the offense is slow and when they're struggling. The defense is so great that the Chiefs are never in a situation where they're behind 2 touchdowns or they got to really catch up. They're always just in the game. And if you keep them close, Mahomes is clutch. I think we agree he's probably the most clutch quarterback in the NFL. At least we agree to that. When the moment is right there, if the game is close, Mahomes, Andy Reid, Kelsey balled out this weekend. They're gonna get you over the hump and get the win. And that's why it's happening, man. Like, it's crazy.
Hey, Smitty, you know what the difference is? I'm gonna be honest. If these two things were switched, and what I mean by things is records.
Yeah.
Wins and losses. You would be talking and glazing over Lamar Jackson like no other. Not you, the world. Lamar has 3 fucking playoff wins in 7 years, homie. Just think about that. 3 playoff wins in 7 years Lamar Jackson has. And look at Mahomes on the other side, who we can sit up here and talk about. Damn, he got saved again by the refs. He got saved by this call. He got this and this. That Super Bowl, this playoff game, the Bills kick, all you got to do is kick it deep or squib it. I mean, just kick it deep. You don't squib it, and the Chiefs lose to get to Josh Allen 3 COVID year. And then they lose to Burrow and the Bengals if the fucking Bengals don't just sit on the ball. All these excuses we come up with why the Chiefs lost. Then the Chiefs won the Super Bowl when the Niners were up 12 with 6 minutes left. How do you lose the Super Bowl? Shanahan, all these things come back to great defense and lack of penalties. I'm just going to be real as a head coach. Defense wins championships and disciplined teams win championships. The Ravens have continued to show they're undisciplined, and the Chiefs continue to do things that are mediocre to our eyes, not big numbers. Doesn't like, ooh and all you with flash. They don't turn the ball over, Smitty, and they don't commit stupid penalties. What now? You can argue they're getting saved by some penalties because of whatever we want to talk about.
That can be true.
But this flopping and all this old shit. But the bottom line is the Chiefs aren't going to do stupid shit, though, to hurt themselves.
Yeah.
They may get saved, but they're not going to do stupid shit. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson's lost 3 games he's won in 7 years. And you look at it, and I'm not going to blame Lamar Jackson. I'm going to blame the team. John Harbaugh, the lack of winning games. The same way you go after Mike Tomlin, you need to go look at John Harbaugh. I just want to be clear that this is a truth-telling show and not a finger-pointing show. You better talk about one if you're going to talk about the other, because it's a finite league we're in here. This is the NFL. The NFL, the wind blows wrong and you lose a game. The Lions are the 1 seed and they got outed by a rookie quarterback. This is the Lions' year, Smitty. They're the best. Blah, blah, blah. I told you on this show, but what do I know? Jared Goff will never win a Super Bowl because he lacks the it factor. But what do I know? And Jayden Daniels out there looking like he's just playing fucking turkey bowl in the hood over here on Thanksgiving in the street. He don't give a fuck what's happening. Goff's over there, assholes puckered up, tight as a motherfucking 5 virgins in a Volkswagen. The motherfuckers out there like, Goff is out here like, fuck. That's why McVay got rid of you, homie. That's why the Rams got Stafford and won a Super Bowl. And we'll get to my Rams later. Shout out to them. Overachieved this year. We'll get to the Rams. They were this close to beating the Eagles in Philly and hosting a great story, Smitty. The Rams could have been hosting a playoff game next week versus the Commanders. And all that LA's gone through, the fires, right in your backyard. We would have made it happen and go to that one. I would have made it happen.
I would have made it happen, homie.
Yeah. But yeah, both of us.
That's why I was rooting for the Rams, because it was a done deal. I'd already talked to him. It was a wrap.
Damn.
That's why I was rooting so hard.
It's unbelievable.
Jalen Carter, though. If we got an old clip circulating where last week we said,
he called it a fumble.
We said, who's the X factor? We picked our X factors last week. I said Jalen Carter, and we saw
it was the worst tackling defense of effort that I've seen. As good as the Rams played, and they sacked Hurts 7, 8. They had 9 sacks last week. They turned around and have 7 yesterday against the Eagles with no footing, in the snow.
Yeah.
And I told you on this channel last week that we're going to know by the first half what the outcome will be and what happened. Jalen Hurts' feet, not his arm, won the game. And that's what I told you the Rams needed to stop. The Rams couldn't get beat by Jalen Hurts' arm. They needed to make sure they stopped his feet. And they got beat by his feet. His arm didn't do anything. Jalen Hurts' arm didn't do shit. His arm hasn't done shit in a long, long time. His feet in that offense with that guy toting the rock for 200 yards. First time McVay gave up over 100, I said if they stop him, they'll win. If he gets over 100, they'll lose. And that was the factor. He got over 100 and he got over 200. And by the way, shout out to Kyron Williams. He fumbled the football too. Guess what? Ball security is job security, son. You had a great year. He ran for 100 and something too. In the snow. Both running backs had over 100. But listen, man.
Costly fumble.
2.
Yeah.
Fucking ball security, job security. And listen, man, we're gonna put blame on all the quarterbacks. Listen, I think Stafford's the best ball spinner in football.
That last throw was bad though. I know it was 4th and 11 or whatever, but I don't like. He didn't even give him a chance. He didn't give him a chance.
No doubt. No doubt. That's why my point was. My point was we're gonna talk about Lamar. We're gonna talk about everybody else. Stafford threw a horrible ball to end the game. As the best ball spinner, threw some great fucking balls that only his guy had a shot at. And by the way, Stafford had 3 drop balls on 3rd down for first downs. 3 fucking drops that were just, nothing around. Just drop outcut by the other third receiver. He had a couple good catches too yesterday, but drops a first down. Then he dropped the slant. Then he dropped the outcut. I'm like, damn, homie, can we catch the football? Stafford goes to 2 and 9 in snow games in the playoffs. Robinson is who dropped it.
Robinson, yeah.
He goes to 2 and 9 in playoff games in the snow. And listen, it is what it is. But I got to go back to coaching, man. And I know E-Dub, former Ram and Raven, is hot today because both his teams lost. He'll be on the show later. Smitty, we both agreed though. Why are we not running the ball when we've ran the ball down your throat on 3rd and 1 all game? Why on 3rd and 1, with over a minute left, are we drop back passing and allowing Jalen Carter to beat your center, who's a replacement center at that, one-on-one. I got to just ask the question, dog, because if you run that ball, you get the first down, the Rams win that game. I just, honestly, in my gut, I was ready to bet another G-ball like, dog, we're about to win this motherfucker. What's the odds? And they ran the ball on they dropped back pass and empty, Smitty.
Yeah.
When by the way, on another third down, they got into empty and got sacked. He got sacked on third down in empty 3 times yesterday. Why are we in empty? Listen, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm Sean McVay. I think he's a top 3 coach in the NFL right now. He gets the most out of his players, I would argue, more than any other coach in football. I'm going to be honest. And what Snead has done as a GM at the Rams is mind-boggling. To replace Aaron Donald with the D-line they have this year, what they did with that young D-line, phenomenal to not really lose much in the draft and have to trade to get a guy like Verse and get a guy like the Rams are promising. I'm just telling you, the Niners better be careful because they're going to get boat raced in this division in the next few years, in my opinion. I think Stafford has 2 more years left. They got to try to win 1 Super Bowl in that 2-year span. That's my gut feeling. I know Stafford said, I don't know if I'm going to play again. They always say that. Shit, McVay said that 2 years ago. Smitty, I got to be honest, though. This is Matthew Stafford, not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson on third down and empty makes sense. Stafford does not. Stafford is a sitting duck if they disguise coverage on you like they did, which the Eagles have had. Fangio's had a top 3 defense in Philly all year. They disguised the defense, and guess what? Stafford's holding his dick and empty on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, and gets sacked and takes a sack, and they got to punt one, and then the game ultimately ended the game on the last one. Hand the ball off. Back in the back.
Yep. It's moment, Tony.
It is. It's just like
it's a football game. It's gonna be mistakes. It's gonna be turnovers. Stuff's gonna happen. But it's certain key moments like that play. If we're talking about the Chiefs make that play. I don't know how, but it just happens in their favor. It's those certain moments where if you're going to be a championship level team, you got to make those plays. And Rams didn't make the play, Ravens didn't make the play, and they both at home. So,
maybe this is the Chiefs though, and I know you and I feel the same. I know there's a lot of people in my DMs talking about the same. They have this nasty taste in their mouth about the Chiefs queening them. And listen, when you're winning, you can talk all the shit you want, dog. It really comes down to that. That's really what it is. We have to take it.
Yeah.
The people that aren't Chiefs fans and you want to be, we have to take it. But this right here, take a look. It's ridiculous.
This is so fucking pussy. What the fuck? He runs around for an hour and then he fucking drop slides at the end. Where's the forcible contact? You fucking pussy-ass defender of this fucking mid-ass, overrated, overhyped fucking Mahomes. You motherfuckers have something fierce over his ass. God damn.
Smitty, I'm going to be honest.
Homie. They hit each other. They ain't even hit Mahomes.
Here's the problem, though. Like, at what point are you allowed to tackle the quarterback? Because I got to ask the question, because I'm only asking this question because Mahomes ran around. He did his thing. Motherfucker. When can we hit him? So he can run around and do all that old shit. But we can never tackle this dude. And then when he's down the sideline and the guy's slowing up and he knows it, and then he tippy-toes and gets 4 more yards. And then gets pushed because he took advantage of the rule. He gets pushed, and then he flops. And then he fucking look at this pussy, homie. Thank
God the refs didn't call a penalty, though. But Mahomes was trying to get a penalty on that play.
Of course.
He went to the sideline and stopped.
Of course. Smitty, he plays in the softest generation in football history. I'm talking rules.
Yeah.
The rules have protected the quarterback in this generation more than any other quarterback's ever been protected. And I love hearing Aikman when he knows he got fucking concussed 8 times and it basically ended his career up there in the booth, talking about and he's actually cussing, you know there's a problem. He's like, holy shit. And then he had to like quiet. Then he was like, what in the hell? I like Aikman was going off because he knew that this guy was getting saved by the bell. And every time they saved this dude, it's so unwatchable, Smitty. If we're going to call a guy, or let's just say we put him in the GOAT conversation, then we better call out what the other side is actually allowed to do and not do as well.
Right.
Let's just be real, dog, because that shit is unwatchable when you're going to talk about he's the GOAT in one hand, and then on the other hand, we're not going to talk about what he's allowed to do. It makes zero sense. Your argument makes no sense to me if you guys are out here defending Mahomes and then not defending the fact that he can't be hit, he can't be touched, he flops. He does fucking dink and dunk master, by the way. He puts on master class of dink and dunk. And Andy Reid doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion. And Spagnuolo and that defense, holy shit, they don't get enough credit. Let's keep it funky.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, man, to me, it's hard to watch, dog. I'm going to straighten my camera out. I think it's way crooked, Bailey. Is it not?
Nah, it look good to me.
Like, I think I just need to turn it, no?
Nah, it looks super good to me.
Does it? It's straight?
Yeah, you messing with it.
Now straight?
Leave it alone, homie. Leave it alone.
We're a real show, homie. I don't have production team and doing all that shit, and you know what I'm saying? Oh, the BetUS logo needs to go. Go back, Smith. Go back, baby. Let me do it right here. We'll do it live.
It's good now. It's good. You got it perfectly now. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, because that's how I do. That's what I do. I do production. I do write-up. I do lead-ins. I do fucking sponsor. That's what I do, homie. We get on the yacht. Like, that's what we do. Studio. Do whatever we want, homie. Sky's the limit. See, I liked your energy when you came in the show, when you were mad.
Yeah.
Like, mad at me.
Yeah.
I don't like your energy now.
My energy's still high. I noticed I was real loud.
Nah, your voice don't sound right. Like,
I know
everything.
I was real loud coming in, and I am still in the apartment, so I got to be smart with it. But no, it was a good discourse.
Can we go talk to your Here's the thing. We'll have an adult conversation and say, hey, what can we do? Can we give you $100 a month? Can we tell you, girl, whatever we got to do? Can we go down there and talk to him? Both sides.
We can talk to him, but he's not the issue. It's these other people who live here who just text them, hey, it's happening again.
That's who I'm talking about. We're gonna go negotiate with them.
Maybe. You can try it. They foreign.
Any like female?
So
like they look good. Any decent looking?
Some like young Asians. It's like one. It's like one female at least. Downstairs ain't no female. Downstairs like all like weird dudes.
Is there any like buck me? Like, can I find any? Is there any I can go holler at or?
Hey, takes the commercial. We will come right back. We got a loaded show for you. We got more playoff talk, more Lamar talk. We got Shaun King gonna join us. Eric Weddle gonna join us. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna go drink some tea, get my voice back, and we got more to Coach JB Show. Big Smitty, don't you go nowhere.
Get some more. A head coach here. His name's Billy Crocker. And they got Corey David, and they got Nate Hinkle, Colin Scott. They got a brother, good wideout coach, I should say. Christian Day. They got Ketta Crisby. They got Jordan Davis. Another brother, Deion Henry, special team coordinator. Coach Fuller, coach running backs. Good staff here, huh?
It look legit to me. Yeah, young, because like for me, as a coaching staff, for me, I want a young crew that can understand the generation because I know they're different, and it takes a certain patience and understanding. The irony of this
the irony of this picture is
a lot of brothers too. I like to see that.
Yeah, the irony of this picture.
What?
First of all, I don't like skinny O-line guys. I would never hire a skinny O-line guy.
I actually agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my O-line coach fat as hell.
They've never worked out for me. Like, I don't want to see it. I want an in-shape kind of guy, but he's got to be big and look the part. If an O-lineman I recruit come in and they look like a wideout coach recruiting them, then there's a problem in the house recruiting them. Like, I'm not going to get
O-line coach in shape. I want my O-line coach to be a big, fat motherfucker.
Yeah. The irony of this video, and I mean this graphic, is that the one human on here with the football
is the
never had a football in their life. Never carried one, never threw one, never tackled one, never used one, don't have any.
A lot of people,
and that's the irony. That's the irony of that picture. That's the irony of that picture right there.
A lot of coaches didn't play. Yeah.
That's the irony of that picture.
Now, I'm gonna keep my eyes closely on this team all year.
They're 2-8.
If their running back room is elite, we should give the running back coach props. And if the running back room is shitty, we should also judge the running back coach based upon that as well. But we should be a fair evaluation based upon the results. Nothing else should matter but the results. That's it.
Yeah. They went 2-8.
Nothing else, just results.
Let me ask you though. That's real conversation.
All right.
I got that job yesterday, and they told me, hey, you got to hire a DEI hire. And I said, we want you to hire Coach Fuller here. So let's say I hired them. I hired her, right? Boom. Darnell Smith, you are the number one running back in the Inland Empire, SoCal, and you didn't make it to the D1. You didn't qualify, and all the JUCOs are coming after you. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's reenact it.
Hey, what's up, Coach Brown? I know you guys got me out here to visit the campus. How you doing?
This is a phone call. Hey, what up? Hey, Darnell, what's going on, man? Hey, listen, my running back coach is on the way over to your house, and she's gonna do a home visit with you. She's gonna do a home visit with you and your mom and your dad. Okay? And I know your dad.
I'm sorry not to cut you off, Coach. I said, what's his name? What's my running back coach's name?
Coach Fuller.
Oh, okay, bad. Well, what type of car he driving up on so I can know, to expect?
She's gonna be in a Prius.
Okay, I'm just a little confused, Coach. Why do you keep saying she? I'm just confused.
Because the school, unfortunately, the school made me hire. I know you're the best running back in the country, and I gotta get my running back coach to get you. The school made me hire a female running back coach. So really good though. She's really good. She's gonna come over and do the home visit. Her name's Coach Fuller. She'll be there any minute.
Okay.
All right. So let me know how it goes.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Come here. How you doing? You Coach Fuller?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm
How you doing, Darnell?
Coach Brown told me you were coming by. Pleasure to meet you.
How you doing, Darnell? Man, we really want to get you on our campus. We really want to get you on a visit. And I think Coach Brown is really, really high on you. And I know you could tote the rock.
Okay.
You could tote the rock. I know you could tote the rock. You could tote the rock.
I appreciate
you
that.
You could tote the rock. I want you to hit. I want you to jump out.
Do you have?
What?
What type of experience do you have coaching the position?
Coaching the position. This is my first job.
Oh, okay. I'm
gung-ho. I'm a go-getter.
Okay.
I'm a gung-ho go-getter now, and I'm going to get you from point A to point B, Darnell.
What scheme do you guys have there? Like, how do you I guess assume how do you plan on using me?
I don't know the scheme yet because we just got the job. So Coach Brown's going to implement the offense.
But I want to teach you how to be the best Darnell Smith possible.
How much NIL do you got?
I don't know about that. I know I'm a little white girl, okay? But yeah, we are back in the building. See that blanket right behind me right here on the chair? See this blanket right here? That thing right there is my mother. Shout out to my mother. She made me this big, huge quilted blanket. It has every jersey and T-shirt, every school I played or coached at, every single one, and it's sewn in. So that's a T-shirt. It says "Offense wins games." Then the other on the back of the shirt, it has "Defense wins championships." That was something I did years ago, back in 06, 07, 08. And then it had my Fort Hays State shirt on there, my San Bernardino Valley JUCO when I coached, Chaffey College, Compton College, Indy, Garden City. Everywhere I've coached or played, I have Arena League on there, Chiefs T-shirt from workouts, all that's sewn in. Amsterdam, NFL Europe. It's huge, but it's a cold blanket, thick. So yeah, shout out to your moms out there, man. Go make sure you tell your mama that you love her, even if you don't. Tell her you do, because it'll go a long way. We got a lot of show left, man. We got a lot going on. It is E-Dub, Eric Weddle, Super Bowl Monday. I'm on TikTok. Did Trump save TikTok? Or is it just another scam to get you guys to buy into the boo shit? See, here's a take I have that I want to make sure I'm clear until Smitty gets on. Let me be clear here. I'm glad TikTok got deleted. I was glad it got deleted.
I was too. It made my job easier.
Oh, see, that's your generation though. You like it easy. I rather have all the smoke. I want it harder. You want it easier. But anyway,
smarter, not harder,
you want to make the same money though. But you want to make the same money though. That's what's crazy. That's the difference between your generation and mine.
You want to know why? You want to know why?
Mine. No. But yeah, I'll hear you. But mine was, if I don't do this and this job got snatched from me, I know my salary decreases because that's how we were raised. That's how it was. That's how it really was. It was return on investment, product, all just the numbers. It was the numbers. It's a numbers game. It's like the oil business. It's all numbers game. You guys want. Give me. But I want to do less.
Right. Well, my thing is
what Jazzy? What Jazzy say?
She said she wanted harder too.
What harder?
I think like just life and just like it's her job and stuff like that. She likes when it's real hard. She feels more accomplished. The harder it is, the more accomplished Jazzy feels.
More what?
The harder it is for Jazzy, the more accomplished she feels, the happier she is. She loves it hard. So, yeah. Think about it, JB, is I've always been the hardest worker in the room, and it got me extremely far. But as I became a man, I learned that hard work can only get you so far. And I know it sounds like crazy, like, oh, my God. At some point, you got to know how to be a chameleon. You got to know how to be able to network. You got to know how to be smart. You got to know how to hustle. You got to know how to be efficient. You got to know how to, get the money other way. So, like, still work hard. I'm not going to ever say be lazy. That'll get you nowhere. But it has to be a good balance of hard work and thinking smart. So, yeah, when TikTok was gone, I'm like, that it gives me a little bit more time and effort and room to take a deep breath, more time to focus on this show and just be able to do other things in my life. But it came right back.
Here's why I disagree. And number one, and number two, the one thing that's always going to be the common denominator, the one thing that will always matter if in a catastrophe or in a fire like we're seeing in LA, or if let's say an earthquake, God forbid, blows up this place, or let's just say a nuclear holocaust, you got to be able to use your hands, Smitty. I got to know how to maybe start a generator or turn one on or change oil or dig for water and pump a well. I got to know how to do all that shit when the technology of the world ceases and dies and there's no cell phone coverage, Smitty, and there's no fucking internet and no YouTube to look up how to change the oil in my cat pack or whatever the fuck car you call them. That is where I'm at. That's what I'll always need this. See, now what's going to happen, Smitty, this is what's going to happen. This will end the world. You and I, because I'll go save you in this catastrophe. I'll get you and your family, and then they'll come with me and mine, and we'll be at the house, and I'll grab my other homies and my other friends, and they're all your age, by the way. We'll have them at the house. And now, many hands make light work. That is just truth. But now my hands will be the only ones that know how to do all the shit that we need to do to survive. You and all the homies will be sitting there watching me. Now many hands won't make light work. They'll actually make it harder for me. Yeah. Y'all just continue, but y'all will still want the food, the lights on, the water. You'll still want all that stuff, but you won't be able to attain it. Only I will.
You're so wrong about our generation, man. Like,
it's cold. Like you're like, damn,
I'm not.
Because I don't know how to change the oil or change the oil. You got like that. It's crazy.
But I'm eager to learn if necessary. I'm eager to learn if necessary. The thing about my generation, man.
Are you learning right now?
Because I don't need to.
So, that's where you're wrong. You are. If a catastrophe happens tomorrow, how are you gonna learn, homie?
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is I'm learning a lot of other things. Because there are things that I know that you don't know, homie. On the tech side, on the technology side, on the internet side.
There won't be no tech. There won't be no tech when they bomb us.
I understand, and you're giving us an anomaly. I understand what you're saying. If a catastrophe happened, we ain't gonna need a fucking oil change. We got to find a bunker and
you need to kill
noodles and some beans and fucking try to survive, homie. I know
petroleum's still gonna run the world, Smitty. I don't know if you know that.
Survive, homie. I do know that. I know how to survive. I've been in crazy situations that you ain't never thought of, homie. So.
All right. Well,
you've had money for a long time. Who is that running behind me, homie? Who is that?
I didn't know if you noticed that, homie.
Who's that running behind me, homie? Hold on, did somebody on Twitter make this or did Betty make this?
Who's on the chair, homie?
Shouts at Kev the Trucker on Twitter for making this.
Is that Dame Dollar? And who's next to that?
Jimmy Butler, I don't know.
Is that Patrick Beverly jogging? Like, who's next to Dame? This is a funny group. As you can see Lamar, though.
That's like Zay Flowers and Bateman, homie, running. Like always, they keep running without catching anything because the ball never comes to them.
Zay Flowers was out, homie. Zay Flowers was out. Number one receiver. Hey, this picture is hilarious, though, homie. Like, look how cool Lamar is, though. He's just chilling. Like, he just got his hand in his... That's my dog, man. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Why you got my Indy shorts on, though? Look at that.
I do. I stumbled for you, homie. Those are the exact shorts, homie.
Again, that's why you gimme, but you don't want to get worked.
I'm a hustler. Anyway, I'm a hustler. See, I forgot Zay Flowers was out, man. Your number one receiver out, man. The odds was just against Lamar, man. He fought through. Still had the game at the end. One drop.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter,
homie. Number one wide receivers out the whole playoffs, man. That sucks.
I know. He wasn't going to hit him, though, so it didn't matter.
Shit. Look at Zay Flowers' stats, homie. Hold on, bro. Lamar threw for 40-something touchdowns. Don't forget that. So,
I know.
All right.
The regular season. Right. Well, like I said, he's a regular. He's James Harden. He's James Harden, homie.
No, he's not. Homie.
I mean, James Harden averages 40, and then in the playoffs he has 10.
Stop, homies. Lamar outplayed Josh Allen, contrary to belief.
That's
Lamar outplayed Josh Allen, contrary to belief.
Not really.
Outplayed Josh Allen. Outplayed Jalen Hurts.
Really?
Outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Outplayed Matthew Stafford. Only quarterback he didn't outplay, I would say, this weekend was Jayden Daniels. I think Jayden Daniels probably played the best. Other than that, Lamar played the second best out of every quarterback this weekend.
Not really, because see, you all look at flash and glamour and glitz. I look at what you don't do.
115 yards on the stop.
I know, that's my point. I look at what you don't do. See, Josh Allen has no wide receiver.
Oh my God! Stop with that narrative on me. Stop with that narrative on me. Stop.
No Derrick Henry.
Got James Cook, who's a baller. I'm cutting you up every time. I'm tired of y'all using that weak ass narrative. He got help, bro. Stop.
Let's be clear.
These guys aren't household names yet. But
by the way, Lamar, I heard you. I thought you said you said Lamar outplayed Stafford yesterday. You crazy as fuck. Did you watch the game?
Yeah,
Stafford threw for 330 in the snow, homie.
I did. Me and you were texting last night. Stafford lost the game. So
330 in the snow. You lost the game.
I got the screenshots of you agreeing with me. I got screenshots you agreeing with me.
You lost.
I got the measure of you agreeing with me, homie. I'll pull it up.
Stafford outperformed.
I'll expose you, homie.
Not even close.
I'll expose you, homie.
Expose me how?
I expose you.
Expose me with what?
In the chat, I was like, fucking Stafford, all this and that. And you was agreeing with me, bro. You was agreeing with me. I'll find some messages in here. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
You crazy. You can show all the messages you want. You just don't know how to read.
I'm fucking with you.
Motherfucker, you just don't know how to read good. hey, Smitty, are you going to watch the inauguration?
Nah, you know why? Because the Natties tonight. We got Ohio State, Notre Dame, big-time football. I cannot wait to play this game. We have not been talking enough because we've been talking about NFL. We've been talking about Trump. Forget all that right now. We got Ohio State, Notre Dame, big-time matchup. You know, I've been high on Ohio State since before the playoffs started. I knew they would be here. I told you guys it was a fact they would be here, and now you were seeing what's going on. They're going to finish it out today, but I do think it's going to be a better game than a lot of y'all are expecting. I think some of y'all expecting Ohio State to go out here and just boat race and just blow out Notre Dame. No. I think it's going to be a good game. Coach Freeman has prepared them the right way, has them motivated. That run game, that defense, they had 2 weeks basically to just rest and recover. I know the running back for ND was a little banged up, so he should be better now. Ohio State's gonna win this game.
You know what I'm laughing at?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm laughing at the defense that you and everybody out there has of Lamar Jackson. But literally blasted and just disintegrated a guy who got his first chance on finally a good team and had his first playoff team ever, Sam Darnold. He had his first playoff game ever. And you are talking about a guy who's been in the league 8 years, who's got 3 wins, and you blasted Sam Darnold, and you're continuing to praise a guy who is the James Harden of the NFL. It's unfucking believable. You know what I'm doing today?
Yeah.
I'm going to be tweeting and retweeting Mina Kimes, Ryan Clark, Dan Orlovsky. I'm going at it. Fuck them. And I'm on All the Smoke today, so make sure you guys tune into that. I'll be on All the Smoke again today with Matt Barnes. Follow that. I'll be on there at about 9:45 this morning. So, Smitty, I got to be honest. Oh, man, I can't wait. Woo! I love the excuses. We'll make excuses for one, but not the other. It's crazy how that works, isn't it?
Just watch the game again. Rewatch the game with unbiased. Watch the game with unbiased eyes, and then hit me up again, bro. Lamar didn't play as bad as what you think, homie. I'm gonna be real with you. He did not play as bad as what you think.
I saw the game. He didn't play very good.
Watch it one more time.
I don't need to. He's not very good.
Watch it one more time. Because
mediocrity is just.
You told me something earlier. You said, Darnell, you see what you want to see. And that is the most true statement when it comes to you. When you watch Lamar, you're watching and waiting for anything that you can use to go at him. If the technique's a little off, if the spin of the ball is a little different, if his cleats are not tied properly, if he has the damn long sleeve on under it, whatever you can pull from, you're watching it with a very trained and biased eye. I challenge you to watch the game from a clear-cut view with no negativity, no hate in your heart, and just watch it. You know what? I got one better for you. Watch Lamar Jackson the same way you watch Sam Darnold. The same energy you have with Darnold, watch Lamar the same way.
Smitty, I can't. Like, Lamar can't throw with Sam Darnold in his greatest imagination.
Sam Darnold can't see Lamar in football. How about that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just think you love him running around. You think that's good football. But here, listen, let me ask you something.
No, he threw a 30-something touchdown. Sam Darnold can't see Lamar in passing. He can't see him in running. He can't see him in winning. He can't see him in anything. MVPs. He can't see him in Pro Bowls. He can't see him in All Pros. He can't see him in fucking money. There's nothing that he compares with Lamar in anything. Now that's a fact.
Well, they won 14 games to 10. But anyway, time out. Let me get to the fact of the matter. Y'all have been praising this 41 touchdown performance all year, as I have. Said his best year ever. Lamar's best year.
Yeah.
He don't turn the ball over. He's unbelievable. And then you keep going back to he only threw 4 interceptions. We keep using that, Smitty. We keep using it.
Yeah.
But when the lights shine bright, he turns the ball over. But we don't want to mention that, though.
We do want to mention it.
It's funny. He turned it over twice, though. I will be clear. You can talk about all the 41 and 4 picks and all that in the regular season. That's my point. He's a fucking regular season freak. He's not a playoff guy. He doesn't get to do it. He's not good enough to win from the quarterback position in the playoffs, Smitty. And there's no real reason to defend it. You and I had a bet.
25, 254,
you said,
touchdowns, homie.
You said on the show that if he doesn't win it and if he's not in it, whatever is going to be the discussion on Monday. Because you said JB's going to, I can't wait when they're in the Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, what's going to happen when he don't win it and he's not in the Super Bowl for a 8th consecutive year?
I wasn't expecting that to happen, so I didn't even prepare my mind for this.
Anyway, let's move on.
I was so confident that I didn't even think that this would even be like, to me, it's like a dream right now. I'm picturing myself. When I watched what happened, when I saw Mark Andrews drop that ball at the end, I was like, there's no way that I just saw what I saw because he never does that. So there's no way I just saw what I just saw. So, but it happened, and it's like, now we're here, and now it is what it is, you know? You have another year in all season to talk shit about one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and until he wins one, you're going to always have it. But the good thing about football, though, all he needs is one. All he needs is one Super Bowl, and that he can play 20 years. If he wins one, that's all I need. That's all he needs. You know,
that's your out. That's your out. That's
Peyton Manning got the same type of hate and pushback for because listen, I was a Peyton Manning fan. He's my favorite quarterback of all time. He got the same hate. You can't get over the hump. He can't beat Brady. He's great in regular season. But in the playoffs, he don't do shit. He's the James Harden. He's this, he that. He finally got the one. Everybody got quiet.
Hey, we got us.
Finally got the one. Everybody got quiet. So all he needs is one.
You use the word facts so much. We got to use the facts, though, okay? So the facts of the matter are the last 2 years against the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills in consecutive order, they have stopped the run game in calling run plays from the running back position and put it on the $250 million quarterback who y'all say is the GOAT. So, no, he's not. The fact is, they put it all on his shoulders.
And what did he do? What he do?
And Lamar lost.
But what he no, give me don't be lazy. 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 Don't be lazy.
Lamar's not Peyton Manning, homie.
The Ravens got a penalty on a kick return that made them lose 10 yards. They started from their 12-yard line with under 3 minutes to go. My man drove down the field 88 yards, precision passes, a superstar, freak athletic plays, drove all the way down the field through a beautiful touchdown to go down to, threw a ball right to Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the NFL, right in his chest plate, and he drops it. And we're blaming this game on Lamar Jackson. Football is such a nuanced sport, and you are such a great mind of football. You play the sport. You coach the sport. And you telling me that you watch that drive, watch that. I know last night, Jason, you ain't gonna admit it now. I'm talking. I know last night when you watched this drive, when Lamar Jackson threw that touchdown, I know you was like, damn, man, fuck, man. Smitty's gonna be again, man, fuck. And then when he dropped the ball, he was like, yes, Yes, you was at home beating your dick off. You was so happy when he dropped that pass. You was so excited when he dropped that pass because you was nervous, homie. You was.
Motherfucker had 10 seconds to throw it. Motherfucker mechanics turned the alligator arm. Motherfucker, is he a running back or a quarterback, homie?
None of that matters. It don't matter. It got to him right in the chest. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Everything you say don't matter.
That's your goal at quarterback. Come on, homie.
Jason, I'm gonna be real with you, Jason. You sound like the biggest hater.
I know. I started the show up.
In your prime, you couldn't see Lamar. You couldn't.
I know. I started the show. I started the show with that. Well, I could have made that throw.
Lamar. You couldn't even.
I would have made that throw. I would have made that throw. Only thing Lamar had on me.
What you doing right now? This is like me talking shit to Aaron Donald. Like this is like me watching. Aaron Donald. Like that's what you do. Like you not even in the same atmosphere. So you talking about technique and all this shit? Who cares? He threw 40 touchdowns with that technique, homie.
I would have made that throw though. So
he made it too. He made it too. Contrary to belief, he made it too.
Hey Smitty, I got a viral video out there.
I hate haters.
I know. I hate people that can't handle the truth. So listen, I have a video of that. Who? I'm a racist hater.
I didn't say you was racist, homie. I just said I hate racists. I didn't say you was racist. But the truth is.
The truth of the matter is that if you
love Darnell, you love Daniel Jones, you love Trent, you love
Hey, if you hate racists, then do you hate yourself?
What you saying?
Huh?
What you saying?
Because I know a lot of QBs with my skin tone that you don't really like.
My skin tone that you don't really like.
You know what's crazy? They won't say it though. Them.
Us.
They won't say it. Hey, Smitty.
Who's they, homie?
You know they are, homie.
Hey, my video I posted last night, I said they didn't want to see Lamar in the AFC Championship. Somebody in the comments said, "Who's they?"
So we got they. Who's they is I can put that on a t-shirt. I bet.
Yeah.
Who's they? A lot of people hit me up and say that now.
Mm-hmm.
Play the game, homie, is obviously out there. But what do I know? There's a lot of shit. People are using a lot of our shit. I'm just gonna be honest and throw it out there. We are being used a lot in mainstream media by a lot of people. I'm just throwing it out there, homie. But what do I know? But I got a video that's viral. 3 million on Twitter, had a million on TikTok before they shut down. And going back to TikTok, the reason I said I'm happy they folded, you're happy because you're lazy, you didn't want to work. I'm happy because I love seeing all the TikTokers. There's 300 people in here right now live on TikTok. They were crazy. They were, oh my God, what am I going to do? My $500 a month. So they were going crazy, right? I was not mad because how can you be mad about a platform going down that you don't know the face of it and who it is? We have yet to find out who runs TikTok, Smitty. It is like a ghost. They say it's the Chinese. They say it's this. How do we know? It could have been Biden the whole time, Trump the whole time, fucking Kamala. How do we know? Who really runs TikTok? I have a question for you. I want to know who runs TikTok. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell you. And that's why I was cool with that motherfucker dropping. I didn't give a fuck. Nobody knows who it is. We don't know who runs that motherfucker. Why did my algorithm hit different than yours? Why does my shit get blocked and all my shit goes dormant? And why can't video? I got a 1 million view video on there. They just suspended today. Their first day back. And I got fired on my day off. They took my video down. 1 million views. Because they didn't want to pay me. See, I got 1 million views in one day on a video I did about what we're going to show you. And they suspended it today after it had 1 million views. And who can I talk to about that? Nobody. See, at least on Twitter, I could tag Elon, even though he'll never hit you back. Say, hey, motherfucker, why are you fucking with my algorithm? I could tag Zuckerberg or whatever his motherfucking weird ass name is on Facebook and Instagram. I can at least tag him. At least I feel better. I can at least say somebody I could talk to because I know who owns the motherfucker. I don't know anybody at TikTok, Smitty. I don't know a motherfucking person that owns nothing because they don't know. We don't know. I think it's some conspiracy shit on TikTok. It just came out of nowhere. Number one platform in the world. Number one social media platform in the world. Fact. TikTok was. Most views, algorithm, blah, 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 blah. We don't know who it is, though. Yeah.
I did see a video, though.
Somebody at YouTube. D. Jones, by the way, contrary to you believe. Yeah. That's how we got our show back. I do know somebody at YouTube, and I do know people exist there, even though they're Google and it's owned by Google. So, you know. But go ahead, Smitty, real quick. I know we got a video. The whole point is the video we're about to show is what went viral on there. And it's crazy because I can't talk to
y'all. For those who don't know, Texas cornerback Chris Boyd shoved his special teams coach Frank Ross on the opening play of the Texas versus Chiefs, man. Check this out. Crazy.
Well, okay, so now the defenders of the universe, the defenders of social media are coming at me because this is a celebratory.
Exactly.
This was celebratory.
Exactly, homie. Look at the coach.
Yeah.
That's their relationship, homie.
No, it's not.
I seen players on Last Chance U push you just the same way.
That's not at all.
After y'all won, you was in the middle, high levels, push you around like it was love.
Can we do a deep dive?
Yep.
Because we're not a surface level show, okay? Number one, we're not micro thinkers on this show. So I want to be clear that everyone out there knows, understand number one, Smitty. Do you know that this guy did that exact same thing in Minnesota for the Vikings? Did you know? I knew. So I want to start there.
All right.
Repeat offender, done it before. So apparently all his coaches say, hey, get your helmet, chuck it on the football field, and then sprint to your coach and shove him almost to the ground. I guess that's their celebratory thing with him only. He must have that in his contract. He must have kind of, hey, dog, you make a good play. Rip your helmet off, chuck that motherfucker, bounce that motherfucker across the field, get us a 15-yard penalty, then sprint over to the sideline and fucking two-hand power chest push my coach. That must be in that motherfucker contract. Tell me. Because I'm not figuring it out. Hold on, though. Take the helmet off. Fucking chuck it. Bounce that motherfucker. Hold on. He's at the fucking hash mark, homie. Was he supposed to catch it? Wait a Smitty, is that the contract? He throws the helmet and the coach's supposed to catch it. And then he gets pushed.
He would just hide, homie. Big play, you know what I mean? Playoff, get the Chiefs. They're in Chiefs. Going crazy. He got overly excited, homie. That's it.
Hey, I get it. Hey, I just love the defense of it. Like,
it's passion, homie. It's passion.
Yeah, it's passion. He did it in Minnesota. He did it in college. He's not a shitbird at all.
To not care. Then to not care, homie.
Well, that lost him the game. That lost him the game, though.
No, it didn't. Stop, homie.
So now what? That lost him the game. So now what?
So that play lost the game.
Yeah, I mean, 15 yards. They lost the fucking ball. They lost momentum. Everything. Hold on, though. So let's say it's celebratory.
It is.
So I want to play both sides.
It is.
So that's a celebratory act.
Yep.
But everyone that's on social media is coming at me about it's celebratory, JB. You let Malik Henry talk to you.
You did. That's the fact.
Malik Henry pushed me.
Nah, but he called you. I watched it. He called you all types of shit.
Okay, and not in my face.
He wanted to, but the coach held you back.
Not in my face.
The coach held you back. The coach held you back.
This is the problem. It happens over and over and over and over. Shit keeps stacking up. And then we refuse to talk about the elephant in the room, which is undisciplined shitbirds who are overpaid under-deliverers, and we refuse to talk about it. We'll deflect. Well, Malik Henry did it on you, Jamie. He don't want to even address what just happened in the fucking play game.
I'm saying, your last chance, your team was not disciplined on me.
Yeah, I'm just
we obviously disciplined.
Well, they win. A lot of them went D1 and NFL, and we won it all.
And Texas won a lot of games too. Won a playoff game and was right there in the game against the reigning Super Bowl champions on me. So
they didn't win it all. They lost to them.
Jason,
Smitty, all I'm saying is
this, Jason. Only one team win every single year. Stop using like that's the argument. If your argument's gonna always be, well, they ain't win Super Bowl. I can never argue with you with anything then because like it's only one team gonna win. So I was like, all right, well,
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about this. I'm just talking about.
He was excited, homie.
Listen, stop. Don't defend it on the show, homie. Don't defend it on the real show, homie.
You're not putting your finger like, I'm not gonna do that.
I know you've well enough because you've had these conversations. We've had these shitbirds on here, and you've called them out and said, "Man, that's a shitbird act. There's no way to listen." The push right here. By the way, that coach is like, I don't know. He's already in his chest, so that motherfucker's like taking a hell of a shot right here, homie. And he's trying to grab too, and that doesn't look celebratory to me. So anyway, all right. So throws the helmet. So for everybody defending him, I want to be able to defend my take on a viral video too, because
defend it.
Here it is. Here's the. Let's just say Johnny on Instagram.
Yeah.
Stop making something more than it is, JB. It's a celebratory act between him and his coach. They out there, they cool. They know each other like that.
Facts.
So, okay. So, you threw your football helmet on the field and then pushed your coach. That is what you did when you played.
No, I didn't.
No. That's the response I got from that's the response I gave.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, the fucking helmet, just so we're clear, the fucking helmet bounced on the numbers. It wasn't like I'm on the sideline, Smitty, and I just ran off the sideline and threw it like, a lot of cats do. He fucking spiked it and it hit the numbers. There's still 20 yards of field left.
Semantics, homie, semantics.
So that's a 15. That's a fucking automatic. One more, you're ejected.
Gene, shut up.
It's just. Listen, man. The video's out there, so I'm in defense mode.
I disagree with you, homie. I really think he was celebrating. I think he went a little too far. Sometimes you do have those cats who are a little bit on the edge, but you need those players because those are the ones who go on special teams on kickoff and put their life and their body on the line. Sometimes, though, there's good and bad with that. The bad is that you got to try to find a way to control them a little bit, their emotions, because they can go a little too far. On this example, he went a little too far, but it was in a celebratory type of thing. So you'll be okay with that, is what I'm saying.
Can I like destroy you on your take?
Yeah, give me 30 more seconds. I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever had players on your team that you just knew? They either had a personality disorder, they had like they just a little, like, they're a little crazy, but they were good to have on special teams or linebacker or whatever it can be because you knew they were going to go there and lay shit out. Yes, I know you have. Exactly. So he's probably one of those cats. I love him too. He's probably one of them cats. So you just got to manage it differently. He wasn't throwing it coming in his team. He wasn't trying. He was hype, homie. That's it.
Let me defend the difference.
Shaun,
at my level, Smitty, when I had the guy you mentioned, which I did have, to your point, ADHD kid, special ed, 504 plan, IEP, fuck yeah. Bobby Bruce, he was a headhunter. I had him on special teams as a freshman because he was a headhunter. A lot of problems up top, but guess what? Headhunter, boom, boom, boom.
Exactly.
You better know how to handle those cats. But Bobby Bruce never threw a helmet on the field. Never pushed a coach.
I made some other shit though.
But let me. We're talking football field.
Me too. I ain't about that.
Okay, so let me ask something. Here's why I'm going to destroy your take about the celebratory act.
I'm waiting for it.
Who was the guy that did it? Tell me real quick. Go. I'm waiting for you to tell me his name. I mean, without Googling it, tell me his name right now. I mean, why? Tell me his name. Who is it? Who did it? Can't tell me. He's Googling it, people. He cannot tell me who did it. It's been 15 seconds. He still doesn't know who it is.
Number 17, homie. Stop. It was number 17.
What?
It was number 17.
So Smitty knows at this point. What does that mean?
It's Boyd. Everybody, I'm just bullshitting. It's Boyd. It's Chris Boyd.
Hey, what does that mean? The moment he finds out he done fucked up. What does that mean? The moment he finds out he fucked up or whatever it is. Anyway,
Boyd, we all know.
By the way, when Shaun Waffle takes 20 minutes to tell me, there's a problem. When motherfuckers actually have to look it up, there's a problem. And you know where I'm going, Smitty. That's the problem. Nobodies who are special teams guys cannot get you a penalty for some wild ass shit like that because you are on the cut line every single day. The moment he realized he done fucked up. Smitty, you are a nobody, 17, Boyd. An absolute nobody on the thick realm of things. On the thick realm and the big picture, you're a nobody. Damn. And you cost your team in a critical moment of a game. And now in this new era of the world we live in called cancel culture and defend all things and everyone deserves a trophy and mediocrity is a new excellence, we are now defending this act when knowing for a fact that he's a nobody and Coach JB would have choke fucked him live on air. I would have been fired as the coach because I would have choke slammed that motherfucker. And then I would have got fired because I would have made the head coach fire me for allowing undisciplined act by his players, but not defend the coach that he hired. So that is where I would have done because that's just who I am. I'm an integrity-based human being. I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to be like, all right, you're going to allow that to happen to your coach, a grown-up. I can't allow that as the other grown-up with the other grown-up. So remember, I'm a coordinator, Smitty. I got coaches underneath me. I'm not about to allow that guy to do that to me. Now, if this is a celebratory act and these two are cool, and the special team coach comes out today and defends it and says, we're boys, blah, blah. The fact of the matter is he's a nobody. It wasn't like it was Stephon Diggs throwing his helmet. This is a guy who cost me a 15-yarder, chucked his helmet across the field, and we don't even know who the fuck his name is. We don't even know him. To me, if you don't know the guy, you have no place to earn your team a penalty. Just don't have it. Back in the day, you used to get cut for missing an extra point, Smitty. Gruden used to cut dudes for missing an extra point or dropping that PAT hold. Dropping the hold, the holder. Cut. This was a result-based business. I don't understand the defense of shitbirds who are nobodies. Now, if he's a somebody and did that, today's conversation is completely different. And maybe, you know that?
But maybe you're somebody for that special teams group. I don't know.
Special teams group's not.
You don't pay attention to special teams as like casual fans. You know what I'm saying? He might be somebody for that group.
Smitty, I can put anybody at that spot on special teams.
You know there's a couple handfuls who just with special teams just don't.
Yeah, but he ain't. I don't know. He ain't running. Like, what we do know it because he didn't make any plays. He cost them a play. So we do know it, actually, contrary to belief.
You don't even know his name, so you have no idea what he's been doing all season on special teams. Let's keep it always stacked.
He's not fucking Mark Kelso or fucking Slater or fucking
Slater. I couldn't think of his name. He might be like a Slater for them, though. Is what I'm trying to say.
He's not. Because Slater don't. Because Slater ain't throwing his fucking helmet across the field, homie.
I'm about making plays. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm about making plays. I mean, Slater's by the book. We love Slater. Christian man, all that. Married. We talking about Chris Boyd. Loopy. He might be a fucking headhunter on kickoff. Look it up, baby.
He might be. Hey, my dick might be 8 inches around.
We know that ain't the truth.
I'm just saying, everything's a might be. Like, it kills me that we defend a bunch of might be ass shit.
Shut up.
Like, it's unbelievable. We defend might be. Like, I've never seen that like it. Like, we'll say fact over here, but then we'll might be. Like, it can't be a fact and it might be. That is BPS, Hood 101. Everything's a might be in the hood, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Everybody, supposed to be. Homie, me and my boys, stop like that. Spell post to, motherfucker, first of all. Number two, supposed to be. You supposed to be over there. Motherfucker just got jacked. You supposed to be with that motherfucker? Like, it's always supposed to be, homie. We never fucking hold it down. Like, hold it, call it what it is. It's supposed to be. Homie, it's not. He fucking didn't show up. He cost them. He's a nobody. Fuck.
Nobody. I hear
yeah,
you.
R. Kelly could have pissed on him a bit more, and I would have got more out of it than that motherfucker got me by giving me a penalty.
Well, guess what?
Smitty.
I know somebody who's not a nobody. I know somebody who's a Super Bowl champion. I know somebody who's a quarterback, a guy who threw the ball on time with precision. And we already got a video for this guy. Better throw it in.
Show because I get banned every day on TikTok, you fucking weirdos.
Nah, King is in the building. What's going on, Mr. King?
Hope you didn't catch that. Get a little primitive at times. Apologize.
Hey,
chat.
Let's be clear. Guys know which coaches to do that kind of shit with.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Because if one of my players would have did that to me, I've already very eloquently told him I'm willing to lose it all.
No,
you ain't gonna play with me.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Shocky, if you get paid $3 million a year, you're not with my lose that over that.
It'd have been on and popping right there, and I'd have went to the organization. I was defending myself. He assaulted me.
Thank you.
It was celebrating time.
Fuck it. Nah.
It was celebrating, Shaun.
No, celebrating what? Almost getting the kickoff return for a touchdown. That's when that happened.
Shaun, that's what these.
What the hell are you talking about?
Shaun, they'll defend anything, homie. They will. They'll defend anything.
Hey, homie. Stay right now.
Shaun, they'll defend anything, homie. Like, here's the thing, Shaun. He spikes the fucking helmet at the fucking numbers. Okay, it's not like he threw it off the sideline gently. He spikes it at the number. The helmet landed at the number, Shaun. It's still got 20 yards of green to roll off the football field. And then he has a clear path to run over to the coach. So, have you ever seen a celebratory act with a coach? You know, they jump up and boom, and do all that old shit.
Shaun, he forced the fumble, Shaun. You didn't watch the play.
But the Chiefs recovered the fumble.
But he forced the fumble, so he was just hype. Like, he's big time hit.
He wasn't hype. Hell no. Hell no.
You don't have no teammates. Had a couple of screws.
Shaun, we're in the era now where we defend a fucking caused fumble that wasn't even recovered by the team. That's the era we're in now. Smitty's defending this motherfucker for causing a fumble, but the Chiefs got it back.
I love the energy.
And to be honest, if I was in Houston, Texas, I'm telling you, I would cut him. And if I was DeMeco Ryans, I would explain to my team that there are some lines that you can't cross and be a football player for Houston Texans. And putting your hands on a coach is one of them.
Smitty,
you can't allow this kind of shit to go on, man.
This ain't college, homie.
That special teams coach had every right to go right in 17 grill.
He would have lost that battle, so that wouldn't have been smart.
Still though, as an organization, if that's the kind of culture that you're incubating, you're allowing to happen, like look at 17. Special teams coach looks scared as hell. But like I say, hey, you players out there, y'all know which coaches you can get away with that kind of shit with.
Hey, Smitty, be real. Is he pushing me like that?
Nah. Well,
okay then.
I don't know Chris Boyd. Probably not, though. I don't know, though. All I'm saying, I had teammates who have some loose screws who don't give a fuck. And I'm just trying.
I get it. So but to Shaun's point, Smitty. I don't think so, though. Smitty, I get all that. But to Shaun's point, what happens is, like, so here's an instance. And Shaun, you both understand. We've had the friendly coach. You've seen the friendly coach and player banter. Let's say in the locker room, coach's office, you know, a player walks in and you know, you break them off $20 to go get them something to eat. And that coach and player have that relationship but then the kid starts to get over friendly, right?
Right.
This is a true story. I had a kid walk into one of my assistants and they're playing and shit. And this motherfucker grabs my coach and puts him in an armbar. I go grab this motherfucker. I grab this motherfucker by his hair. And this is a kid that played for me. And he instantly respect. Coach, don't ever grab a fucking grown coach in this fucking building again. Because when that is allowed, Smitty, that is what happens. It's the NFL in front of 20 million people. That is what we don't have as an organization. And as a leader, if I'm DeMeco Ryans today, I'm going to be straight real with you, I'm embarrassed as the leader. Regardless of it was playing, celebratory, the helmet got thrown on the football field, clear as day, no defending that. It's on the green, it's on the grass. And then my cat is now a meme to be put on every social media platform in the world. My coach is like this, baby. Here's the meme. That is not good for your organization, homie. I don't care. And to top it off, you lost. In a game, you didn't turn the ball over one time and outnumbered the other team by 100 yards. You lost. And you can say it's because of special teams. Let's keep it real.
Well, we already got DeMeco's comments on this. Let's go ahead and play it. Bet he lied to me.
With Boyd, what happened, what I saw is, we can't come out the first play and throw our helmet. Like, we understand that's silly, right? And that's not what we teach. That's not what we're about at all. So for us to be here at this moment and to throw our hat, throw our helmet, like, we know the rules and know we can't do that, and it just puts the team, right, in a negative light to start the game. Right? We give them a big return, we take our helmet off to add 15 more yards into the play. It's just not smart football.
Let me pause it. Do you notice he's avoiding the question? Fuck the helmet. He don't even know, and he's sitting there swallowing, thinking about how the fuck am I addressing the push? Fuck the helmet. He cannot address the push, Smitty. He's avoiding it at all costs because he's embarrassed beyond belief on how he's addressing the kid pushing my fucking special teams coordinator on national TV. That is number one. I can see it right here. He's avoiding it at all costs. He throws the helmet. We can't have that. We knew. So he's already admitted the cat's at the wrong. He's already admitted he's in the wrong. He cost our team. He said it. Now, how does he address the rest?
And to lose his temper at the coach, though, I mean, what was the explanation on that?
Oh, fuck. What do I know, homie? But what the fuck do I know? I'm a bad motherfucker because real recognizes real. But what do I know? I knew fucking well. I had never seen that video in my life on my dead daddy and daughter. I have not seen that video. So, what do I know? It is that deep because the truth of the matter is that's the fact. The fact is, you're telling me, Smitty, he didn't see that?
I don't think he did.
So hold on. Let me aid DeMeco Ryans here just for a second, JB.
Thank you.
Because if I recollect, none of this really got captured live.
It did, 100%.
It was shown to the audience like almost after the Chiefs series.
Thank you.
So I can see a scenario where DeMeco didn't see it because of where it happened and guys being in the way, or him having a sudden change. Like go all of a sudden red zone defense instead of a normal defense. So I give him that one. But at this point, when the press conference happens, when he answers the question, he's seen it by then.
He's seen it 20 times.
He's seen it by then. Now in the moment, I can see him not seeing it because of how everything happened. Like he's a defensive guy. You get a big return to start the game. You talking to the official about why the flag was thrown. The official tells you 17 threw his helmet. and you miss what happened immediately after that.
Exactly.
But at the press conference,
no,
seen it.
No,
yes,
he didn't. You gotta think they just lost. He had to put together his thoughts. So what he gonna say to his team about the season?
No.
Talking to him. He ain't on his phone. He's not on his phone looking for videos. Homie, he the head coach.
And he had been at halftime. Somebody had told him at halftime the boy pushed the special teams coach. Trust me.
Smitty, stop defending everything, homie. Can I be? I'm an opposite defense, Smitty. Meaning, I'm gonna go against Smitty on this. We're gonna call it opposite defend. The cancel culture word now is opposite defend. So here's what it is. At halftime, administration. Shaun can tell me if I'm wrong, Shaun, because I got a lot of buddies in the NFL right now that I talk to. Upper management asked DeMeco Ryans, "What do you want to do?" Did they not, Shaun? Did they not ask that? Are you going to cut this guy at halftime? Do you want us to remove him? Right. Do you want us to move him? That was asked. So you're telling me DeMeco now after the game don't know it happened? Come on, Smitty. Stop.
Hey, Smitty. Hey, there's a man that owns the Texans. He's watching this game. Something that he played over $1 billion for. He got an employee out there acting like that.
And a GM.
DeMeco knew about it at half, if not before. He might didn't know right in the moment, though.
DeMeco's a man of honor. I don't see DeMeco as being a liar. So,
let me say something to all you players out there, too. If you do anything that happens after the whistle or to a coach on the sideline, you're a coward. Football is a violent, physical game. You get 60-plus opportunities every game to make another man do something against their will. All you guys that want to push and shove and fight after the whistle and blow up on the sideline, man, look, be better at your job in between the whistles. That's what I tell my guys. Like, you get 60 snaps to physically do something to another man legally.
Well, I got a comment right here. There's a quote coming from Boyd, who got asked about what happened on that play. He said, "I was turned." He said, "That first play, kickoff, they thought they had a big play, and I got the ball out. And as I'm getting up, I look up at the screen. I see nothing but white jerseys, and they're all pointing in the Texas direction. So I was like, oh, yeah, we got the ball too. Turnover. I was just turned." Exactly what I said. So,
Now you lack discipline and intelligence.
Sure, but we know a lot of players like that. I get it. It was a dumb play. We're not arguing that. But to go as far as saying
all those
players do all that, it's like, damn, y'all, like, all right.
And all those players on teams that have gone fishing because you can't win championships with them.
So let's cut everybody to make a mistake. Then let's do it. Let's cut everybody to make a mistake.
It's not about making a mistake.
It'd be no team.
It's a self-inflicted gun wound. It's unnecessary.
I hear you.
Hey, Shaun. So Smitty wants teams to win, and he hates the Chiefs like I do. He wants the Chiefs to lose.
Anybody but the Chiefs at this point.
But Smitty, you're defending a guy who just lost the game against them. He had an opportunity to beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead, and he does some dumb shit like that. So let me just tell you my take.
Regardless.
Let me give you my point though. My point is, teams that win these games on the road are either A, disciplined, B, make plays when it matters, and C, don't allow the stadium, noise, referees, and the fucking Swifties to all counter against me. I'm already in an uphill battle, Smitty, with the referees in Kansas City. I'm already against this whole Mahomes factor being protected. I'm already against blah, blah, blah. And you're going to go do this and expect to win? No. You got to be perfect if you're going to win, homie, in that environment. We got to stop defending this dumb shit and expecting the team that we don't like to lose.
Hey, let me add some context to this. Chris Boyd is 28 years old. He played in 17 games for Houston this year and had one solo tackle.
Exactly my point to Smitty. He's a nobody, and we're letting nobodies do that. Come on, homie.
And his response was, "I was turned."
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get anybody to do what he did, to do what he contributed this year.
I just told Smitty that shit. Motherfucker got one tackle.
Come on, man.
One fucking tackle. You know what he's known for? You know what that shitbird? Fuck that shitbird. He's known for costing me a football game by throwing a helmet and pushing my motherfucking coach.
He didn't cost me.
That's what he's known for, homie. Because you know what? He has the same amount of personal flagrants that he does tackles. 1. Good fucking job.
Anyway, moving on to the next topic. Now that we got Shaun King on, we got to bring up Lamar Jackson, 2-point conversion. I know JB was giving a full breakdown of Lamar Jackson's mechanics on that conversion. I know Shaun was on Twitter, and he has some words as well, so I kind of already know what angle Shaun's going to go. But for the fans, go ahead and break it down. Go ahead and real quick, let me read the tweet for the audio listeners. It's from Shaun King, the real Shaun King. To all my young QBs, first of all, 2, it should be 1-0. To all my young QBs, yes, 89 has to catch that. But watch how poor Lamar mechanics are on that sprint out. And instead of the ball being accurate right between the 8 and 9, it's a ball behind 89. That's low and die. So there you go.
First of all, don't ever question my grammar on Twitter, X, whatever you call it, because it's too much to be answering tweets and reading tweets and be worried about spell check, like adding a word that you didn't listen.
Hey,
you
Shaun,
get the gist of what I'm saying.
I actually despise anyone that grammar checks me. I actually hate it. I don't even hate nothing. So now I hate Smitty right now because I hate people that grammar check me on Twitter. But go ahead.
But JB, you do it to people all the time. But go ahead, Shaun.
Hey, and it got a character limit. So sometimes I got to shorten stuff and to fit everything in. So all y'all kick rocks. All right. Let's talk specifically about the 2-point play.
Yeah, let's start there.
I coach quarterbacks.
You do.
Go back to the beginning of this and freeze it, Bailey. They're on the left hash. They're in a 4-by-1 formation, right? The running back adds a 4th guy to the surface. This ball has to be thrown on the 5th or 7th step by Lamar. So let's start there, because most of you motherfuckers don't know nothing about coaching quarterback play. So let's count Lamar's steps. Snap the ball, Bailey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 there. That ball has to be thrown on the 5th or 7th step. Mark Andrews has out-leveraged the defense. He's looking at the ball. Instead of Lamar throwing this ball, he pump fakes. Run it, Bailey. Then short arms the ball. And I want all y'all to go in the parking lot today and run to your left and have somebody throw a ball behind you low and see if it's the easiest catch.
We're not Mark Andrews, who's getting paid $100 million to be an NFL tight end.
So hopefully today in the inauguration speech, nobody cuts Trump off. They just let him give his whole speech.
Nah, we'll cut off on this show.
Listen, absolutely, the tweet says 89 should make this catch.
Well, that's the main thing.
But also, 89 is not a 2-time MVP, most likely a 3-time MVP, right? As an MVP quarterback, I know 89 been struggling. He already dropped 2 balls, right? He already fumbled a ball. So I know he's not having his best game. So I got an opportunity to make this a no-brainer, easy catch. If I throw the ball on time, on my 5th or 7th step, put the ball in front to a guy running to his left.
And we're assuming he's going to catch the ball, right?
Hey,
although he's been struggling and dropping and fumbling balls all game, we're assuming if Lamar throws it right here, he's going to guarantee catch it, right?
Absolutely, you're not guaranteeing anything, but I can control that part of it. Let it roll. Now I'm asking a guy who's been struggling today to turn around on his back heel, be worried about is he out of bounds, and make a catch that he normally would make 10 out of 10. But the man been having a bad game. And I make this a much tougher catch than it has to be because my mechanics are poor. Lamar he double pumps this and throws it late. Now, I'm not saying Lamar lost the game. All I'm saying is I'm tired of you guys trying to create these crutches and caveats for a guy that's about to be a 3-time MVP. To whom much is given, much is required.
And by the way, Smitty will say Mark Andrews makes $100 million, but he won't mention Lamar makes $250, and he should be able to throw a ball right fucking here, homie.
No. To that point, Lamar just threw an 88-yard drive, homie.
I'm talking because I brought it up. You were supposed to answer and listen. $250 million, you forgot to mention that he makes that. And he should be able to throw a fucking ball to a 6'6" tight end that Shaun and I know in one-on-one, in everyday drills, EDDs we like to call them, we're doing bullpen pitching, and guess what? Are we throwing the ball down here to our 6'6" fucking tight end, or are we throwing it right here and up here? Because a tight end's real easy to go up here than a 6'6" body going down here, following down, when I can just throw it to the pylon where he can catch it like this. But what do I know? I don't know shit about quarterbacks, homie.
And Smitty, and to all you people in the chat and on Twitter, I am coaching the quarterback on this play. We have fundamentals and rules for a reason at that position. When we install our sprint right stuff, depending on the route combination, that ball comes out on the 5th or the 7th step for a reason. If he throws the ball on the 5th or 7th step, that's a much easier catch. That ball is already on mark. He's going to turn up and go in the end zone. He throws it late. He throws it behind him. Should Andrews catch it? Absolutely. He still should catch it. But Lamar shouldn't have made it even a remotely difficult catch.
Can we go further in teaching so the audience can know what we're saying? So it's not just, I'm not trying to attack Lamar here or Smitty. Here's what the fact of the matter is, though. The fact of the matter is we refuse to talk about this is what we see all the time. This isn't a first-time issue, Smitty. I can get that. This is what he is. Can we just go back and watch the 2-point play that they missed before this? Does anyone want to talk about that play?
That one was batted down, right?
Yeah.
Batted. Did you? Yeah. You want to talk about that? But can we teach those, Shaun, real quick?
Watch the whole 88-yard drive. Actually, let's watch the whole 88-yard drive to the touchdown. Let's watch that too. Let's watch everything.
Hold on. Can we talk? We're just teaching the 2-point play that lost in the game, though.
Cool.
Okay?
Let's focus on that then.
Because that's how it is, right? That's how you live. You live by the result. Yeah. Okay, so Shaun said in his teaching progression that we want to get that ball sprint right 5 to 7 steps. That means I'm catching the ball in the gun. So I'm 5 yards deep, by the way. So I have an angle already of 45 degrees at the pylon. There's a reason for this, Smitty. So when I catch the ball, and to Shaun's point, I'm sprinting out, and I have a 5 to 7 step rule. You know what that means? You know why it's 5 to 7 on the goal line? Because we're taught if you don't throw it, we do what? Force the corner with our feet. So if I'm at 5 to 7 and I don't throw it yet, as a teaching progression, Shaun and I are teaching, take off, force the corner, you run that motherfucker. You're a 2-man option. He comes to you, dump it. If he stays, run it. He's out here in tweener land at 6 steps, and now he don't know if I'm pump faking, throwing, or running it. Because in his mind, that's what he goes through in the struggles that he faces in his I guess, mature or maturation process. He is struggling to make these plays work when lights get brightest. He's a phenomenal freaking athlete. We know that, homie. He struggles when it matters most. That's all I'm saying. He should be forcing the corner, Smitty. Like, Smitty, nobody is within 10 yards of him. He's Lamar fucking Jackson. Why is he not sprinting at the goal line, putting that corner in bind? Or why is he not throwing the ball right now to the pylon so he catches it like this? If we're going to fucking bash Andrews, all I'm saying, should he have caught the ball? Yes. If we're going to bash Andrews this morning, let's make sure it's an equal bashing, because you and I said it perfect, Smitty, earlier. It's a team loss. It ain't Lamar. It ain't Mark Andrews. All we're saying is let's equate the delegation of blame and not just put it all on one motherfucker who got strip sacked, by the way, which, again, I hate to rant here, but can we stop blaming Lamar, Mark Andrews, and the Ravens and start praising the fucking Buffalo Bills defense who actually stripped the football from Mark Andrews? Can we talk about that? Because that was a strip sack fumble. That wasn't he just gave it up, Smitty. He fucking punched it out. Go look at the film, and he took the ball. He took the ball. So let's be clear. The Buffalo Bills are getting no credit here. Yeah. And they actually did a lot to play great defense, actually. Like, let's be honest. Derrick Henry had no first half. He had 32 yards. So the Buffalo Bills defense is actually just getting shit on today, as like the Ravens just fucked themselves. Buffalo had something to do with it, homie. Like, let's be real.
JB, let me put an exclamation point on why I tweeted what I tweeted. If Mark Andrews catches that ball and they go to overtime and the Ravens win in overtime, when I start my quarterback meeting with Lamar, I'm still starting with that play.
Same shit.
And telling him, listen, hey, we got away with one here. Lamar, when we supposed to throw this ball? 5th or 7th step. I will pause it. At the 5th step and the 7th step, is Andrews open? Okay, you're late here. He bailed you out. You short on the throw. You got to think Andrews was struggling this game. He wasn't having a good game. When you make him catch that ball, turn around, he doesn't know how close the out of bounds is. He don't know any of that. And hey, it went in line with how the rest of his game went. So I'm not a results-oriented quarterback coach. I teach the quarterbacks to control the controllables. And we have fundamentals in place for a reason, right? So I would have started the quarterback meeting with this play for Lamar, even if Andrews had caught it and we won. Because the outcomes aren't how you coach quarterback. It's the process.
And I want to be clear with, like, this show has 2 quarterback guys that played it, coached it, and have guys playing it now and still know people that coach it now. I know T. Martin like a brother. So I can call T. Martin right now and text T. Martin right now. So all I'm saying is you're getting inside information. This isn't a biased take. This is actually what we would do the next day. Ask Alan in the chat who played for me. Ask anybody. Malik Henry's been on the show. Ask any quarterback who's played for me. I fuck with them being a player's coach the next day too. Man, you were shitty. We got lucky. We won that motherfucker. I'm going to fuck with them that way. And I'm also going to say, hey, seriously, what the fuck are you doing down here? We got saved because Raheem Boyd hurdled the motherfucker and went 99. You actually turned it over twice and missed 2 extra point opportunities on double slam. Like, the truth of the matter is the coaching points are being said that nobody sees or knows or understands. You're just seeing content on a show that we're giving you, and I understand that too, but you're getting content that's actual real, that's happened behind the scenes that nobody else on any other show out there will give you or see. But we're going to tell you, hey, dog, even if you won, Lamar, you got to be better if we're going to beat fucking the Chiefs.
And I'm the first one to tell you, it's not like Josh Allen played some otherworldly transcendent game.
124
yards.
Didn't
turn the ball over. And Buffalo played great defense. I write notes down when I take the game as I'm coaching the quarterback. On Lamar's interception, the thing I hated, he didn't look the free safety off. Immediately on the snap, his eyes go right to that receiver. That's why 9 is not in the middle of the field. He's all the way over to make the pick on a bad throw. On the fumble, Lamar, don't let the center's mistake become the whole offense's problem. The center gives you a bad snap, the play's done, throw the ball away, go down. Like, what are you doing? Like, it looked like he was finna try and do something underhanded, try and throw the ball out of bounds. Olympic gold medalist play, and it turns into Von Miller putting the Buffalo Bills in scoring position on a fumble. Like, I am writing notes throughout the entirety of the game.
Hey, and to be honest, like, hey, Bailey, can you share the screen real quick? I'm gonna share the screen real quick. I always want to show you something real fast. I don't want to take no more time because I know Smitty and Shaun got something to say. Real quick, show this, Bailey. All right, real quick. This is just a basic grading sheet of QB. Ball security, job security. It is the fumble that Lamar had taken from him. He would have had Smitty survey the scene, an alignment and assignment. He would have had to, did he command the huddle? Is his technique was a -1. Let's just watch this top screen here, right here. -1 technique, his mesh, meaning the ball security. And here's the ball security. He would have had a fucking -5. And, throw the ball away. Don't take a sack, and do not allow your ball security to become your job security. He floated that ball around like a loaf of bread, and that is cardinal sin A when we're coaching the QB. So he would have got graded out here, Smitty, and we would have had notes on all this shit. And here's been the notes right here. Feet work, come to a stop, drag your back foot, stop lifting it. All the little details would have been in here for every single football play. But see, nobody knows. They all want the sausage, but don't want to know how to make it. Nobody wants to talk about this. They just want to talk about fucking 250 and Mark Andrews dropped the ball. They don't want to talk about the coaching part of it all week long. And because, to be honest, Shaun's point, we coach hard all week to, in the game, have fun and fuck around and do all that shit and have fun. Because your mechanic process created a Super Bowl champ, not the other way around. He didn't. He just continues to fail when it matters most. I love him. I think the fucking dude's a freak. But at the end of the day, he's won 3 playoff games in 7 years. We gotta call it what it is, homie. I just don't understand why we keep avoiding that. But
well, we have a Super Bowl champion in the building as well. We might as well just 4-box this thing, man. But this guy right here, I know it might be a tough day, both his teams got eliminated in the Rams and the Ravens. So I can't wait to hear his perspective on just these playoffs. Bailey, play the video.
Yeah. I'm in my mode, ready to transform you into I hate a storm, Hail Marys, I make it pour. Good, I ain't lying, you little giants, we been defiant. Rising. What's the cost? Speed the balls, breaking down the walls. We all in once the coin gets tossed. Got the plan of action, never acting. No need to scramble to get traction. We make it happen. From 3-4s to 4-3s, we get it cracking.
Here we are, man. E-Dub Mondays is in the building. How you doing?
It's morning right now, man. It's morning.
You and me both. You and me both, man. I'm getting attacked all
man,
day.
you look like you just got off that new reality show with Cam Newton and them, man. What's going on, man?
This is my. I'm gonna go throw some weights around and man. Bottom line, the playoffs are about who plays fundamental football, who plays sound football, who handles the situations. And the Rams and Ravens, who I believe were the better teams on Sunday, lost the game because the Rams, 2 3rd-and-1s in the first half, failed miserably, miscommunication. However that happens, you have a free runner, don't get the first downs, you lost out on points, okay? The turnover by Kyron Williams was the ultimate backbreaker when it's a 1-point game. Going to take over that game, really. I mean, they had all the momentum in the world. And then you look at the Ravens game. I don't understand for the life of me how Lamar can be so incredible, but then make the elementary mistakes in the biggest games. You know, they wouldn't be there without him, but you just can't make those types of mistakes in the biggest games. And, you know, the better teams lost, and unfortunately they're moving on. I think the only team that would beat the Chiefs were the Ravens. They're out. And I think the Rams had a chance to win it all. To play that way in the snow, Stafford rallying them back. They should have went no huddle up tempo earlier. They should have 3rd and 3 at the end of the game. I thought they should have ran it, knowing they were playing coverage. I thought it was 3rd and 3, but you know, you look back, hindsight's 20/20, and all these decisions. It's easy to sit here being talking heads, but just I feel bad for the guys in the locker room. I've been there. It's not a losses like this can carry over your entire careers.
Hey, he's not the most physically imposing, but you can make a legit argument that Matthew Stafford is the best quarterback in football. Now, he's not going to measure up to Mahomes in Super Bowls or Allen and Lamar's athletic ability, but just playing quarterback, man, Stafford is unbelievable, dog.
Yeah, not even close. I've been saying it. If you know,
I can't call this player in the league, but I love Stafford for sure.
Hey, the way he was throwing that ball in that snow, man, y'all got no idea how hard that is, man.
People don't understand from the position, though. I don't think people like Smitty will dismiss it because he sees the ooze and
I love Stafford. You know I'm a Stafford. I'm not like,
No, I'm not. Listen, it's okay to have an opinion. All I'm saying is, like, when you know the position and you see it and you're like, there's no one else in the football that can do what he did. No one. And that's the crazy part, but that comes from quarterback guys and people that understand, like, what he's doing out there. Is he the most athletic? No. Should he be an empty on 3rd and 3 twice when he can't run? No, I didn't agree with that, but I'm not going to question Sean McVay, who I think is the top 3 coach of football. I'm just saying Lamar and empty on 3rd and 3, I get, but Stafford's a sitting duck back there when you disguise coverage and do some things the Eagles did yesterday that Fangio's had a great defense all year. They did a couple of things, fires holding them on 3rd and 3 and empty, and I'm like, oh, shit, Stafford's holding his dick, and he gets sacked. He gets sacked on that Jalen Carter play. We can all hindsight 20/20, like Edub said, but it is what it is. I thought the Rams were going to win it on that last drive, and I was going to bet money on it, Edub. Like, fuck. When they got down there with Puka's catch, I'm like, over.
Interesting observation from the weekend, and none of it will matter if they keep winning. Mahomes' ball location is as erratic as I've ever seen it in his career. Like, he is all over the place with his ball location. He missing wide open guys. He's making bad reads. Like I've never seen Mahomes be that inconsistent. But they're winning, so it won't matter if they win it again. But he's not playing like at that super elite high level he has in the past.
I've never seen him play any different. That's what people don't get. Like I'm truly trying to figure out. I had never seen the cat play different. I've seen him with better weapons. I've seen him with a number 2 ranked defense in football for the last 4 years. I've seen him be saved by Andy Reid multiple times, and I've seen backups enter the game and take him 90 yards in Chad Henne. So I'm confused as to what greatness you're talking about because
I'm still listening. Just keep on talking. I got to get the dogs real quick.
I'm just telling you, Shaun, this is the same Mahomes I've seen forever. Yeah, he had a 5,000-yard season.
All right, then. I'll just throw that out there like that, then. Like that's 5,000 yards, quarterback.
Hey, so did Manning and Warren Moon, and they've had 45 great years too. They've had great years too. I'm just saying, dog. He's the most overrated, talked about QB in the history of the NFL. Straight out.
Come on, JB, man, don't do that. Man.
I'm keeping with it. Smitty, hey, Shaun. Does Mahomes do any of this shit? Does he do any of this shit?
Some of those hits in all the other 3 games, you're guaranteed getting a flag if it's Mahomes. Okay, so he's so protected. It's so hard to even watch games right now when the Chiefs are on because it's so obvious, one-sided in how they carry themselves and just everything about him. It's swayed and it's ridiculous.
Everybody sees it.
Wasn't the same thing true for the Patriots when Brady was there? There was a run where you couldn't touch Tom, and the Patriots got every call.
Yeah, but I mean, like Tom ain't flopping. He's not playing the game within the game of sliding a half second before he gets hit.
Do you remember Tom in Tampa against? I think it was the Falcons or the Saints, and he flopped, and they called a late hit. Like, I just don't want to have revisionist history. Like, it's kind of cyclical. It's kind of like the NBA when they have a dynasty, like that team gets all the calls. The NFL is kind of like that too.
Shaun, but we're talking about a guy ending his career. He's a guy ending his career in Tampa at 42 versus a guy in the prime of his career doing this his whole life already. Tom Brady wasn't this guy when he was young coming up. Like, he was throwing the ball all day.
As John Gruden, do the Patriots get calls? He still wants that AFC Championship tuck rule game.
I mean, shoot, that was a fumble. I mean, we all agree on that, but I don't think it's just the Chiefs. It's like everything's rounding about. They find a way. The Texans have multiple calls not go their way, and then you look at Lamar on the sideline getting tackled 8 yards out of bounds.
They missed some calls.
And not give him a call. Absolutely. Like Stafford, the 4th down, like
Lamar don't get no love.
He gets hit above the shoulder pads and no call, which I don't think it should have been a call. But when you call it across the league, like holy smokes,
I mean, want to get to the PI on the Rams on the 3rd and 3 call to Robinson. DB grabs the whole fucking waist and turns it on a 3rd and 3 slant over the middle. We don't even call that. That's a drive ender that nobody talks about with 4:50 left, and the Rams.
Well, how about the one where Tre'Davious White gets thrown to the ground, and then the penalties on the Ravens? Like,
that was
what are you looking at? What? I don't know.
I just think the officiating's bad.
I don't think it's bad, Shaun. These guys are. You've talked to these refs play to play. They know what they're doing. They know what they're looking at every play. If they mess up, they get fired. Like they don't get to handle the big games. So I don't necessarily think that. I think honestly, I think they're getting told if it's a balance. Like we need this team.
They definitely laid the points with the Eagles versus Green Bay. Because there's no way that last interception they passed interference.
Seriously, Shaun, guys, they are up. The Chiefs are up 11 points. Then the guy takes the safety, Matt Ariza, who's an RB alum, and then it goes to 9. There's no reason to do that.
None.
No reason to take a safety there, but all of a sudden you want to take a safety. What in the world? Come on.
Hey, let me say this publicly that all my homies know. I do not bet with the Chiefs for that particular reason. They do the weirdest shit at the end of games that I've ever seen. Like from Mahomes not running in to make it a 2-score game and kneeling. Like they just do some random strange stuff in the games. I stay away from them. And by the way, last point on the Chiefs, 74 is illegal every snap.
Every time.
Every snap.
Not every time, but man, this dude.
So let me ask you this. With all that being said, are the Chiefs about the 3-peat?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm not either. And
I'm kind of saying no way. Go again. No way they win. No way.
I can't. But JB, for
who's gonna beat them? The Eagles can't throw. The Redskins I think the Redskins may be the most potent. But are we asking a rookie to beat Philly in Philly again, then find a way to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl? The Bills, what weapons they got? Like honestly, watching the game, they had 270 total yards. What's his name threw for 120 yards? You're talking about the MVP? Like, what did he do other than run the football? Where if Lamar says that, it's going to be, oh, Lamar is running too much. He's not a quarterback. But Josh Allen does it, and it's great. Like,
no, Josh Allen only ran for 20 yards. Josh Allen only ran for 20 yards.
I know. In that second half, though, it was him running the ball and check down Charlie. Like, he couldn't throw the ball over 8 yards. What are we talking about? You're going to ask this team? I guarantee Spags sets them up, and they get shut down because they got no weapons outside. You got to control Josh Allen in the pocket. That's all you got to do against the Bills. Who do you have to worry about outside? Nobody.
They got shut down in the second half. They didn't do nothing all second half on offense.
Listen, I'm gonna go the other way because I believe the Bills choke every year, and I never bet the Bills. I'm gonna bet big money that the Bills go in there and win.
I hope they win. I'm pulling for them.
I think they win like convincingly. I think Josh Allen super freaks their ass, and they will not stop him on his feet. He is not going to have that same slippery slope in Buffalo as he will in KC. He'll have a dry ground. It could be cold, but it ain't going to be Buffalo cold, and his ass is going to run all over KC because Chris Jones is going to get his ass invited up the football field. They're going to trap his ass and run QB run game, and they're going to use it to their advantage, the Chris Jones effect, because they cannot block him.
So I text Joe Brady last night. He probably put me on block after this. And I was like, why are y'all playing 10 on 11? Dalton Kincaid is open every fucking passing play. And Josh Allen does not look his way. It is unbelievable. He was cooking the Ravens secondary last night. And Allen looking complete opposite direction every time.
Hey, EW, before we got to ask you, because we talked about three major topics. You just talked to Lamar. We just talked the Allen and all that. Quarterback play overall, though, I think you guys have both made my point. Jalen Hurts was horrific. Josh Allen was mid at 120. Who else? Stafford 320, and that's the older guy that we continue to say is the best. So, like, other than that, though, Jayden Daniels is just out there playing like it's Turkey Bowl Thanksgiving in the street. He don't know better. So he's freaking it like I said he would. I'm like, dude, this kid don't know better. Right here, shout out to Cajon High School, good friend of mine, the head coach. I'm trying to figure out, overall, though, we're watching the dink and dunk. You just mentioned, check it down, Charlie, 8-yard dink and dunks. Mahomes did the same shit in KC. CJ did the same thing in Houston, other than a few to DeMeco. They just will not throw the football down the football field. I just never seen anything like it. It's like they don't know what they're looking at. It's like it's predetermined. You're throwing this. If it's not there, fucking chuck it or run. Like, to me, I've never seen the QB position handled this way. That's just my opinion. But we've talked about all three topics. The last one with you is the kid pushing the coach. We got to get your take on that.
Oh my. So I brought that up. Yeah, go ahead. What you got? What were you guys' takes? So just like a rehash.
Yeah, Shaun and I already gave our take that it doesn't matter if it's celebratory or not. This should never happen. Bad line for the head coach. Smitty defended, of course. Where are you at?
They're trying to spin it that it was celebratory?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are, but yes, they are.
If I
change your take, but the kids
they are.
Huh?
If that was me, I probably would have. It would have been a fight on the field. I think. I don't know if I would have swung. I think I could control myself, but that or one of my assistants would have held me back, and then I would have said, "Go to the locker room. You're off this team. You're done. You're never playing another snap here." So he no doubt would have been in the locker room. It's just how he would have got there is how it would have happened. That is so beyond unacceptable that for people to think like that's okay, or hey, the emotions are high. Like, what? That's someone that's clearly can't handle anything. So he's gone. Seriously, you could see the coach. He was scared for his life. He was scared for his life. He'd never seen something like that. Nah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Not happening ever in my life where I let a player push me without me putting that kid right where he needs to be put. So.
And Shaun broke it down eloquently. Like I tried to tell Smitty in an uneloquent way, like this guy's a nobody. And Shaun broke down his stats. He's got one fucking tackle in 17 games.
17 games and shit.
So let's just be honest. Let's be honest. The cat's nobody.
And Weddle, I told Smitty, guys know who to try that with. Like
100%.
Players know.
100%.
Like I might get away with it over here. It's other like I'm just telling you. I'm scooping and scoring right there. 10 out of 10.
Oh,
I'm scooping and scoring right there. Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I want to be clear. I want to be clear for all the race baiters out there. I did a video. Smitty and I absolutely discussed on this show. We have receipts when Kelsey pushed Andy Reid. So shut the fuck up. We absolutely crushed Kelsey for pushing Andy Reid the same way. So don't talk this race bait and shit on this show. Smitty and I both went at Kelsey for pushing fucking Andy Reid. So stop. Anyway, sorry, eloquently stated. I want to make sure.
I thought that push was even worse because of a different scenario. But yeah, either way, you shouldn't be pushing your coach. I know I was messing with y'all earlier, trolling, whatever. But you know, I would never push my coach. Obviously, I know
you would have never done that, Smitty. I know for a fact you would have never done that. And by the way, the helmet being thrown at the numbers, Weddle.
I don't understand why he lost his mind. Can we get any clarification?
Yeah, Weddle, I got you, Weddle. So they asked the kid after the game, and this is his exact quote. I was turned. That first play was kickoff. They thought they had a big play, and I got the ball out. And as I'm getting up, I looked at the screen, and I see nothing but white jerseys, and they're all pointing in the Texas direction. So I was like, oh, yeah, we got the ball too. Turnover, I was just turned. So he forced a fumble, Weddle, and he thought
they already knew that they didn't have the ball right there.
He said he didn't know.
He knows. But let's say that's all true. Let's say that's all true. Let's say that's all true. Hey, Coach King, we got the football. Throw my helmet on the field and get us back up to the fucking -5 because I'm a horrible thinking fucking idiot. Holy fuck, man. You got to be shitting me. Throw my helmet and get a penalty.
JB, why every time you watch the video and he throws the helmet, you start to smile and laugh every time?
Because the helmet would have got him choke fucked. Not even pushing me. I would have choked his ass for throwing the helmet on the football field when we got the ball or not got the ball. You've lost me 15 yards either way, either direction. So, like, I don't know, man. It is what it is, but it's unbelievable.
Hey, before we get on to the I'm sure we're going to talk about the championship games or whatever, but I do want to give a shout out being backed up inside your own 12 with your legacy on the line for Lamar and to make that big time drive. You know, you can say what you want throughout the game and fundamentals and all that stuff. That was a big time championship drive right there that ultimately ended not his way. I thought he threw the ball well outside that high corner route where he thought the angle was high when he was getting pressured, and Bateman threw it off flat. That's on him, and of course the fumble. But he made some incredible throws in that game, and obviously, you look at the quarterback play. I would say obviously Stafford, Daniels, and Lamar played the quarterback position outside of the turnovers. Yes, it counts, but just throwing the football. You gotta tip your hat to him on that last drive. That's championship caliber drive right there.
Eric Weddle, Eric Weddle, I don't say that. This is why I love having you on the show. You bring a balance. You don't show any which way, any favoritism. You keep it all the way real, and you give full context of everything. So this is why you're one of my favorite guests who we have on this show weekly. And I want to give you an invitation to come on the show more. It doesn't have to just be Monday. It can be Tuesday, Wednesday. Thank you. Go ahead.
So let me ask you a question. Smitty.
Hey, Shaun, Smitty just said,
"Fuck you." Ask Weddle. I didn't say nothing.
I want to ask Smitty a question. Did y'all take tests at Ball State?
Go ahead and deliver the joke, Shaun.
No, I'm asking. Did y'all take tests?
Yes, we did.
So if you get every question wrong on the first half of the test, and then you get 6 out of 10 wrong on the back half of the test, what grade you get for the test?
You're going to fail that if you did do that. But Lamar did not do that. He didn't miss every question in the first half.
Listen, I don't evaluate Lamar Jackson as if he's Sam Darnold, and I'm looking for glimmers of hope. I evaluate Lamar Jackson like the
doubt
MVP he's about to be. And the interception was an unforced error that's directly on him. The fumble that Buffalo ran back that turned into 7 points was directly on him.
Bad snap, trying to make something happen. Bad snap.
No, Smitty, stop. Stop,
completely
Smitty.
on him. And the reason that they were in the position they were in the game was because of him. And I'm not blaming Lamar for losing the game. I'm saying to whom much is given, much is required.
Fair.
That's what I'm saying. I'm grading him on the entirety of the game, not one drive. Where he scrambled around and made 2 throws, by the way.
Shaun's 100% right, and in the grand scheme of things, you are graded on the totality of the game. I just wanted to give him some love in the biggest moment, probably his career. He had a championship drive, and we always talk about this is a championship drive. We talk about it as players and this and that, and he went down and at least gave him a shot. Yes, I know they're in position because of him and a lot of other factors, but he could have easily went 4 and out, and then he would have been getting killed even more. But he at least rose up in the biggest moment, pressure-wise, and gave his team a shot. You got to tip your hat, and then we got to crush him on the mistakes.
In Buffalo,
I think this was his best year. There's no question about it. I think his passing ability became a little more refined, a little more finite. He got better. His mechanics still haven't changed too much. Drops his shoulder. His platform's low for me. And that's what causes a lot of high balls because your elbow's low, the ball comes out high. It's just fact. He still has those things to break. I don't think he'll ever break it. It's year 8. But I think he's become much better than I've seen him in the pocket in his past 7 years. This year was his best. What I don't understand is the fact, and I think E-Dub will appreciate it, we continue to talk about what Lamar did and Andrews did and how they lost the game. But we don't talk about Buffalo caused the fumble on Mark Andrews. We batted a 2-point play down before the 2-point play that's being talked about.
No football. Yep.
Stopped Derrick Henry, held him to 30 yards in the first half. Like, the Buffalo Bills were somebody that matters on defense. They actually are something to talk about here instead of just saying, oh, Lamar lost it. They rushed 3, E-Dub, and Lamar had fucking 20 seconds to throw to Likely on the big dig route that got him down the field, and then the touchdown alone, he had 12 seconds, and I'm questioning that part of it. But, again, to his point, he made the throws. So
yeah, but in the past, he probably would have ran and done something stupid to try to run it in. And at least he's showing the ability to grow, sit in there and wait for something to develop and throw an amazing 40-yard crossing route in the end zone. Like, you can't sit here and tell me like that's not maybe 2 other guys can make that throw. Like,
I agree,
but
I
get you win and lose because of the quarterback, and it's on him. We all know that. I get it, but I'm just trying to give him some props because I know he's, Sucks, man.
And so I
I've
look
been
at
there.
it like this. Man, listen. I didn't realize how sensitive people were about Lamar. Like Lamar is a 2-time MVP. He's gonna make $200+ million. He's a big boy. He'll be all right. All right, he will be okay.
Listen,
He can handle it.
The reason why I defend Lamar so heavily, though, is because
Put your hand out, Darnell. Put your hand out, Darnell.
From the day one, since he stepped into the league, he's gotten, to me, in my opinion, overly criticized based upon his style of play. And people not believing
Smitty, been there, done that.
That's all I'm saying.
White DB playing in the NFL. I've heard it every single day, so it don't matter. It's
I know. I'm just
like Shaun's case. It's fine. It's we all have favorite players and whatnot, but Shaun's right. He can handle it. It's just Shaun and I both know your season comes to an abrupt ending. I feel for those guys, man. The locker room, especially, I know most of them, so it's they didn't play good enough. That's the bottom line. So what are you gonna do about it? You better go get back to the offseason, go be better.
I don't think we discussed it enough. Like, we had a thumbnail last week fucking around and being funny and shit, but we said, if they win it, is this one of the best teams ever? This team lost 6 football games. They're not. Like, they had a lot of holes. We love their O-line. We love Derrick Henry addition. But at the end of the day, they had some holes. They lost 6 games. They wasn't like a one-loss team going into a playoff. This is a team that I don't know if really was that. They were good. Of course, they're formidable. We always know Lamar Jackson there and his ability to make plays. But at the end of the day, they had too many holes, in my opinion, especially when they lost the safety and stuff, and then they had to remove
Chiefs end up winning out, being 15-1. You don't count that last loss. Going 18-1 with another Super Bowl, you could throw them in the mix of best team ever.
It's crazy too. Here, I gotta get to grass tacks before we get to the Natty though to end the show with E-Dub and Shaun. A lot of this is E-Dub's been coached by him, so I know he has utmost respect. And this is no shot at any coach, because I'm a coach, former coach. I'm always gonna be a coach. Like a doctor has a name, coach has a name. Doesn't matter if I'm doing it now or not. Here's the bottom line is, I gotta ask you, because Shaun and I get on this show and defend. We're absolutely opposite of race baiters. We defend Mike Tomlin. And we're like, why does Mike Tomlin take this much heat? He never loses. He's blah, blah, blah. But he won the Super Bowl in 2008. John Harbaugh, I don't hear him take the same amount of heat, and he has the 2-time MVP on his roster. Mike Tomlin does not. And he hasn't won since 11 or 12.
12. Yeah.
So really, 12. So basically, both of them have been removed from winning a Super Bowl at basically roughly the same amount of time. And one takes a lot of heat, one doesn't. Today, Weddle, and you play for the man, and I know how great the Harbaugh family is as coaches, and I respect the shit out of them. I think they're great, both of them. But today, do you think Tomlin gets an unfair take versus John Harbaugh? Because at the end of the day, I watched some things last night, and I love Monken and what he's done, but I also loved John Rowe, who left, Shaun?
OC left.
Joe Brady?
I already said his name.
From the Niners and then the Ravens.
The former OC.
Come on, Roman.
Oh.
So Roman did a great job. He was fired. And now we got Monken. And today I'm seeing people in the chat, fire Monken. When is it Lamar's fault? I just want to know. Wideouts left. They weren't getting the ball. We don't have enough weapons. We grabbed Derrick Henry, but it's still today Monken's fault. Here's where I do fire back. They did not run Derrick Henry until from mid-third quarter on.
After he had a 23-yard. So
yeah, and then he
got averaging a yard and a half a carry. So
he almost busted 2 in the third and ended up having 100-something yards.
Third quarter, they dominated the game in the second half. You're kind of feeling that way through as you're going as a play call. You're kind of going with a plan, and then you're thinking under center, outside zone, try to get some boosts, some waggles going, and they're shutting that down. So I felt they should have went to the gun and go in a little bit more inside zone RPO action to get Lamar going in the first half. But to your ultimate point, Yes.
To my point, do you think John Harbaugh deserves more criticism today? So it's kind of an equal deal. If we're going to talk Tomlin so much, and you played against that team, and you love Tomlin, and he texted you after a game, and it's like, both great men, right? Great leaders, great men. Do you think it's deserving on both sides equally? Like they're basically in the same boat. They dominate their division. They battle each other. They beat each other once a year. It seems like. And then they kind of are early exits in the playoffs.
But the one difference, though, real quick, Tomlin hasn't won a playoff game, and I think I don't know when. It's been a while. These are like 6 consecutive playoff games. So at least Harbaugh is winning playoff games.
I get it. Tomato, though. You have an MVP. They don't, and we still don't win the ultimate prize. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think that stuff starts to circulate through the media and this and that. Like inside the building, there is no controversy. My only point for Coach Tomlin, and he probably doesn't want this, right? Like sometimes change is good for both parties, not because you deserve it, but maybe he needs to go somewhere else and they need to change because what has happened status quo for the last decade is just not good enough, right? Like, I don't know. I think he's one of the best coaches ever, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying sometimes a mutual part is needed for an organization. The only difference I would say from the two and why the criticism doesn't happen with the Ravens, because he does have the MVP. He's won some playoff games and been to a AFC championship most recently as last year. For the Steelers, they haven't won nothing since 2008. So it becomes a little bit more being able to criticize the leader per se, but Tomlin does more with nothing than I could say with any coach. So I wouldn't want him to go anywhere. He's my life coach.
I love it. Put Lamar in Pittsburgh. I want to see that. Are we talking the same thing?
If we're being honest, the Steelers have the least talented offensive skill players of anybody that made the playoffs.
Hey, Shaun.
Yes, I mean,
Smitty,
I think. Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry. Smitty got to get out of here, so he's going to bring up the last topic real quick before he has to jump off, and then we'll end it.
Yes,
the Natty.
Now, I just want to talk about tonight's, Natty. We got Ohio State, Notre Dame. I wanted to get Weddle's and Shaun King's picks. You guys know, you can watch the show. I've been big on Ohio State since the playoffs started, so I'm choosing them to go ahead and get this win. I do think it'll be a close game, but Shaun, I want to ask you, who you going with tonight?
I've got a big bet, Ohio State minus 8.5. I've got multiple bets from Ohio State minus 14 all the way up to minus 28. They are going to woodshed Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember a national championship game that had average to below average quarterback play that have no futures in the NFL in a game like this. So
what do I know?
I think Ohio State's gonna win the game. I just think watching both these guys quarterbacks, like seriously, like this is it. This is the best we got. I don't know.
I'm telling you, but what do I know? Quarterback play is great.
Riley Leonard.
What's that? Go ahead, Shaun.
Riley Leonard stinks. When it comes to throwing
and McCord.
They can show
all you put up 9 points against Michigan. Like you've been average. Or Howard, sorry. Yes, finally. But you have the best players. You should have been playing like that all season. Why haven't you? It's very odd, but whatever. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to watch it. I'm not even intrigued by it.
I don't see a scenario where you can have success against this Buckeye defense if you can't throw the ball effectively.
I'm with you. Hey, y'all, I do got to jump, but I appreciate y'all. Shaun King, E-Dub, JB, I'm going to get with you. I got to go.
Holler, Smitty.
Hey, Smitty, my bad for cooking that ass today.
Real quick, though. E-Dub said I might not even watch it. I have the same feeling. Like, it's just going to be on. It's background noise. Is it my fault to say, or your fault to say, or anyone's fault? Isn't it this way too long? This is college
1,000%.
football. Why is it so long, Shaun? This game should have been on New Year's Day, and let's end this shit. and focus on NFL playoffs and Super Bowl. This thing's going up to the Super Bowl. Like, this is ridiculous.
I'm going to be honest. I kind of took a wait-and-see approach to the college football playoff, whereas JV's kind of been
horrible.
Tearing it down from the beginning. They do got to fix the timing. I do feel like the college football energy has evaporated, and we're going into the conference championship games for the NFL. So maybe they got to move it up a weekend or something. I don't think it gets the same energy being played today that it would have got being played January 3rd, 4th, or 5th.
Yeah. I mean, the Rose Bowl officials, you got to give a shout out to them. They said in the college football playoff, they're never going to be playing not on January 1st because that is the history of the Rose Bowl. So let's tip our hats to the Rose Bowl having some all about them. Yeah, saying, hey, we got a standard here. We want to play on January 1st. I think once the conference championship, so it's usually on Thanksgiving, that next week start the playoff. Yeah. Let's just get this thing going, and then maybe have 10 days or 2 weeks before the national championship. But come on, like, what are we doing?
Hey, here's the thing about it, though. Now with the fires and the ungodly, the crazy, unfortunate mishap, catastrophe in Altadena and Pasadena, I'm curious how the Rose Parade next year is going to be handled and how the Rose Bowl is going to be affected. That's a huge area that the parade goes through. They got blown up, just burned to crisp. So that's another thing. But I got to ask you guys, like, here's the thing about this Natty game that no one's talking about. I'm just looking at it like I said this years ago, and when I was coaching at Indy. And I'm like, why does Army-Navy play this game so late after the regular season into almost the bowl season? Why don't we play that game normally to end the season like everyone else? I get it for the armed forces. I understand, and I'll probably take heat for it. They should have their own thing. But if we bump the season up into August like we used to, that game can be played on its own still, but be played on its own well before it's played now. And then have these playoffs start during that week. Because this would end this thing way earlier. But that game being played by Army-Navy on its own fucking 2 weeks later is just pushing the football season this way. And listen, I'm all for the Army-Navy playing on their own. They deserve it. They don't transfer. They don't go in the portal. They're fucking our armed forces. But I think they can still have it. And if they do it, to Shaun's point, organize it better. Bump them, play it normally, and play it.
You can play it on Sunday when they're figuring out the playoff committee. Like, it's still standalone. Everyone's going to watch it.
They play at Yankee Stadium anyway.
They definitely need to move it up. That's the bottom line. Move it up.
I get it. Hey, Dub, I appreciate you guys, Shaun. I'm taking Ohio State big. I think it's going to be a horrible playoff finale to end it, and it's the worst thing for the committee and everybody, Condoleezza Rice and them. I think it's the worst possible situation.
Next week, who you guys got before you leave?
Let me be clear to everybody in the chat. I'm playing Ohio State minus 8.5, which is the line. I'm also playing Ohio State alternate lines minus 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, all the way to 28. Because I think they're going to woodshed.
All right, real quick, since I don't have the until after.
Philly's minus 5.5. The Chiefs are minus 2.
I'm taking Buffalo to cut. I'm taking Buffalo money line to win the game, and I'm taking. I'm going to take Jayden Daniels in the pup, man. I think Jalen Hurts, E-Dub's arm and passing inabilities are eventually going to catch up. Like right now, they're getting away with Saquon running for 200 and all this. I don't think it'll snow. I don't think the footing will be the same. I think Jayden Daniels will light their asses up, and I think the Commanders are in the Super Bowl, as crazy as it sounds. Year one, rookie quarterback, but Shaun and I said this was clearly the best QB in the draft. Chicago's kicking their ass right now in their face for not drafting them. And now you got this guy about to take a Commanders team to the Super Bowl. Here's a better question I have, and that's the poll question, E-Dub, Shaun. If you could vote right now for the MVP after yesterday, would you vote for this young man as your MVP, though?
No.
I wouldn't. I'd still give it to Lamar.
Yeah,
actually, I've said this all year. I take that back. I would give it to Saquon.
Man, this guy right here, though. Remember, this is the Commanders. It's not a loaded team.
No, stop saying Commanders. It's the Redskins.
It's the Redskins. I love that.
He's getting rookie of the year.
Hey, Bashan, this is the Redskins who were a nobody last year, who has a new OC, a new head coach, and nobody thought this rookie was going to take this team to the goddamn NFC title game. There's got to stand for something in the MVP consideration. If you could vote today.
Hey, by the way,
they beat the Lions. Y'all said we're going to blow them out. You on this show, Shaun, said the Lions were going to blow the Redskins out.
Hey, I didn't know Jared Goff was going to channel his inner Sam Darnold. Hey, listen to this.
I said it. That's why McVay traded his ass.
I watched the 2 games in 4 different spots. Like, I watched the first half at one spot, the second half another for both games. All 4 spots, people were calling Washington the Redskins. Is that not a way that the hell with the Commanders?
No, they want the original name back. No one had a problem with it, but a bunch of weirdos.
Karens.
All right, guys, I'm out. I got to get out.
All right, guys. I appreciate you. E-Dub, I'll see you next week. Hey, Football Palooza tonight. Steve Kim's coming over, but we can do AFC and NFC title.
Are you doing Sunday, next Sunday?
We can for the title game, yeah, because I'm doing a big Super Bowl party, but that's not till the 9th. So next week will be the championship week, so we can do that.
Let me know if you're going to put something together. I got Chanel's out of town, but I can maybe swing it.
All right, I'll hit you up.
All right, bro. Great show.
Peace. All right, brother. E-Dub, Eric Weddle, Super Bowl champ. The realest show on planet Earth. Pound that like. Go on all the other. Now you can become a member on our other channel because, like I said, exclusive content will be put out there starting tonight for the might do a watch party with Steve Kim, Palooza night on the other channel, and might make some drinks, smoke a stick, sip some yak, do what it is. So pound that like, subscribe, become a member. Quanzito, Super Bowl, come through with Spree. Spree's coming. He bringing his new girl and shit. So come through, and I appreciate you guys. Trump is back in the building. It's happening right now. So make America great again. And hopefully everybody, Hamas and all, are taking a hike and going to jump the wall right now. Because them motherfuckers are like, shit. This motherfucker's back in office. I got to get over the wall. Well, I'll see you that tomorrow. Pound that like. And it is Talk That Talk Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow on the realest show on planet Earth. BetUS. Go check it out today. Use our promo code, Coach JB. See you tomorrow, man. Peace.